a blessing to know her. All the things you can't desire don't compare to her. She's wisdom. Kings may mention of her. They wrote songs and proverbs of her. Forever she will remain. Wisdom is her name. So just meditate on the words that I say. Don't you know wisdom is a cheap thing? Many have searched but they can't find her. If you obtain her, she'll come for you like a mother. She will guide you. Trust her. I know it gets tough sometimes. I know you're gonna lose your mind, but you have to be wise. Kings may mention others. They wrote songs and proverbs of others. Forever she will remain. Wisdom is her name. So just meditate on the words that I say. Don't you know wisdom is a cheap thing? Many have searched but they can't find her. Wisdom, back with her. Wisdom, back with her. Back with her. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I remember reading that the truth will set you free. And if the sun shall make you free, then you are free indeed. I've seen a lot of hopes, heard a lot of lies, but when I read the word, there's no compromise. So I'ma be honest, I'ma be honest, I'ma be honest with you, yeah. I'ma be honest, I'ma be honest with you, yeah. I've seen a lot of hopes, heard a lot of lies, but I'ma be honest, yeah. I'ma be honest. Sheesh.
I put my life on replay, I speak the truth. I got a whole bunch of precepts that said we gon' rule. I got the bombs on defense, they gotta move. If you won't say something, you gotta prove. Oh, I feel so oppressed, I can't get the rest. I got a lot of tension from those lynchings. No one pays attention and don't mention. They afraid to speak the truth. They gon' try to talk the truth. They gon' go to war with you, especially if you stand for Christ. It's like, oh, I can let them things go. Oh, I can let that thing
I
go.
remember reading that the truth will set you free. And if the sun shall make you free, then you are free indeed. I've seen a lot of hopes, heard a lot of lies, but when I read the word, there's no compromise. So I'ma be honest, I'ma be honest, I'ma be honest with you, yeah. I'ma be honest, I'ma be honest with you, yeah. I've seen a lot of hopes, heard a lot of lies, but I'ma be honest, I'ma be.
I can be totally honest. If we talking about wine, you know we we define us, we made in the image of God. So choose your words wisely when trying to describe us. I know when they find us, we so weak at heart, but we gotta ask, where does it start? Honestly, we used to have a bond with the Most High God. To the sin we was in, just 2 of the part. Now we doing our part to bring it back down. And I pray the Lord forgive us for our background. Honestly, the honesty is the best situation that we can be in when the Lord is coming back down. Lord is coming back now. And I know we all want it to end, but keeping these commandments is where it begins. I ain't sugarcoating this for none of my friends, and as a friend, you should understand what it takes for me to be a better man in this truth. To stand in the booth and tell you the truth, even when you're wrong, even when you're right. It doesn't matter what I'm telling you or say your life. Whether you take it or leave it, that is up to you. But you can't tell me that I didn't tell the truth. So whenever he returns, what is your excuse? He already know, you might as well just tell the truth.
I remember reading that the truth will set you free. And if the sun shall make you free, then you are free indeed. I've seen a lot of hopes, heard a lot of lies, but when I read the word, there's no compromise. So I'ma be honest, I'ma be honest, I'ma be honest with you, yeah. I'ma be honest, I'ma be honest with you, yeah. I've seen a lot of hopes, heard a lot of lies, but I'ma be honest, yeah. I'ma be honest.
No turning back, I'm stuck on truth, I'm holding to like Elmer's glue. It's you and me, it's me and you against the world, how can we lose? What do we wanna do, what do we wanna do, yeah. Well, but the Father told us to, yeah. Put them on the jet light, we're the ones in the spotlight. Be like, yeah, I'm right, you the shade, you don't want it with the sunlight. Real Jews in the cut light, blacker than the Klondike. Who that is, that's us. Gonna be here like every night. We gon' rule the world. We gon' rule the world. Gonna be here like every night. We gon' rule the world. We gon' rule the world.
I remember reading that the truth will set you free. And if the sun shall make you free, then you are free indeed. I've seen a lot of hopes, heard a lot of lies, but when I read the word, there's no compromise.
It's that time again.
Hour Plus.
Ya es la hora. You know, Power Hour. Ponle atención, classes in session. Tune in for an hour, maybe more, that's a blessing. Learn from the captains and the leadership. Bleed from religion, cause them churches never teaching shit. Everything you learn for your benefit. Line upon line is a requisite. Never take a deficit, yeah. That mean you take a loss if you stray from the way. You get that understanding if you study every day. Apply what you learn and bless when you pray. There's one interpretation, man, it say what it say. Ya venía el tiempo, entra para el templo. Aprende del maestro con talento. La Biblia es el centro, usando a Israel como instrumento. No te pierdas en doctrina como viento. Estudia y ora y aplica. Tiempo para Dios, ven, hace una cita. Escritura dinamita, morenos y hispanos israelitas. Oye cómo explica Israel unido en Cristo para la vida, nunca se divida. Tune in, it's the Power Hour. Learn your family history, don't be a coward. Yeah. Tune in, it's the Power Hour. I said learn your family history, don't be a coward.
Yeah, it's the Power Hour. The 11th hour. Tune in to your history. You know it ain't no mystery. Power Hour. The 11th hour. You gon' learn your true history. The 11th hour.
While you waiting on the weekend, from the tribe of Egypt to Puerto Rican. That's a byword, those ain't names, it's God-given. Fighting from oppression to saving all guys, chilling, giving light to the people. Don't let the devil beat you. When you have at your disposal all these leaders that can teach you how to fight fornication, eat in moderation, correcting all these marriages and self-examination. All these different topics getting covered plus a lot more. You're probably sleeping if you're thinking this is not war. All these different topics getting covered plus a lot more. Just tune in and we gon' tell you what to watch for. Yeah, the Power Hour. You know, it's the Power Hour. Yeah, the Power Hour. Yeah.
Shalom, 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 family. It's the Power Hour Plus.
Did it work?
Can y'all hear me?
Oh, man.
Mic
Don't
check.
tell me
1,
we're
2,
going.
1, 2. I can hear myself. Whoa.
Yeah, y'all good.
Slightly,
Sure, I
slightly.
can't hear nothing. I don't know, man.
You can
Probably-
never, you can
probably
never
if you
hear
put both of
anything.
your earmuffs on.
Nah, I'm telling you, it's a setup, bro.
It's always
Let us know, fam. Let us know if y'all can hear us. Please let us know if y'all can hear us. We are live.
Yes, we are.
We
Hey, to my
are
right
live.
is what?
Officer Asher here. Most High in Christ bless.
Officer Benson.
In the building.
Oh
Officer
yeah.
Tobias.
Oh yeah. Hey, turn that guy on, man.
Can you
They-
hear him?
I might be on Tobias' side tonight because we can hear him, but I'm not sure. Oh, okay. I hear sound is good.
Says
We can hear.
Alvin
we
says
can
it's a
hear
little
you, it's
low. Make sure you turn up your volume as well,
Mic
just
check,
so we know.
mic check.
Right,
Okay,
right.
hold on. It's coming. I can hear my. Look, I'm in there.
You in there?
I'm in there.
In there.
All right,
Okay.
good.
Can you hear me?
Stuff, good
Yes,
stuff.
sir. You clear.
Oh, okay, I'll praise it.
Yeah.
All praises, man.
I can hear everybody else fine. I
It's
don't
just
know.
Tobias.
It's that mic. I don't know.
Mic.
Yeah, it's
I
that.
don't know.
It's that expensive mic that Officer Shia pushed that became
get-
the worst mic.
Right.
It's a setup, bro.
I don't know.
Everything is spiritual.
He don't want Tobias to shine, bro. That's what it is.
Dang.
That's what it is, man. Mexicans.
Hey, what's up?
Oh,
So,
shoot.
hey, Shalom family, Power Hour Plus. As you can see, Deacon's not here.
Right.
But guess what? He's always here in the spirit.
That's
Always here in the
right.
spirit.
That's
And
right.
you wanna know, I'm trying to get used to, like, you know how in the old room we had the screen where we had to look up?
Yeah.
I got to get used to, like, the camera's right here now. It's
Your
not-
neck is
Right,
like
it's not-
fixated
Yeah,
on looking
it's
up.
that's
not
how I
like
was looking
this,
at it. I was
yeah.
like, oh, shoot, camera's right here. But yeah, all praises to the Most High. Hey, everyone, let's like, share. We're about to go over something I feel that was needed to go over because I feel like our people fell asleep, or our people, you know, dealing with life, sometimes you forget what's really going on, you know. But before we go there, we're going to do some housekeeping. Let's do some housekeeping. We're going to keep the same flow, the spirit of deep. So, hey, Tobias.
This morning, let me think. I hit barbershop, classic barbershop. I had to think about that one.
Yo, man, y'all, come on, man. Y'all got to start the housekeeping with some energy, with some love.
He said,
You
"Lift it
understand
up."
that? No. We're going to do some housekeeping right now. This is what's going down, all right? We're going to talk about the beautiful beard oils that we have, the washings that we have, the butters that we have. I'm a butter guy, so I usually use the butter.
You're a butter guy?
I'm a butter guy. I like the beard butter. The oil, of course, for the growth, because, you know, there's the different aspects of it, right?
Right.
So right now, I'm rocking the cherry tobacco, all right? There's a beautiful, beautiful scent. It's great. I love it. All right, I don't got the butter for the tobacco, the cherry tobacco, but I use the oil. What you rocking right now, Toby?
Classic barbershop.
Classic
Bro,
barbershop.
I got the 4 same ones that I keep buying. Like, I done cycled
Yeah.
through a few, and I found the ones that I like the most.
Okay,
gotta-
classic
you gotta-
barbershop.
Yeah.
You gotta
Hey, it
venture
looked like
out,
you got a
bro.
haircut, man. Hey, the haircut look clean, bro.
All praises, man. I
Hey,
appreciate
man, it's
it.
looking. I was telling him, remember last time? I was like, did you get like a new hairstyle or something? Because like, I think because now you put in gel or whatever.
Right.
Looks a little darker, but it's fading in real nice, bro. It looks dope.
Yeah, man. All
Good stuff.
praises. Trying it out.
Praises,
All
man.
praises.
What you got on, Benson?
I have on vanilla tobacco.
Fire.
Vanilla tobacco.
So let me ask you a question, man. Whenever your wife smells the cherry tobacco, the vanilla tobacco, or whatever the case may be with the oils and the beard balm, what comes out of her mouth? Now, if it's explicit, I don't want to hear all that. We're keeping it rated G. Well, actually, tonight's might get a little crazy.
We
So
the
we're
late
keeping it
show.
PG-13.
We the late show, so we
Let's
might
go.
be on edge. I'll say this. What is her favorite one? It's like the vanilla coffee or something like that.
Okay.
Likes that one.
Vanilla coffee.
She loves it, and I'll just leave it at that. I got
All
two
praises, bro.
kids,
Yeah, man.
but that vanilla coffee, I say that.
All right. I get it, man. What about you, Officer Joe, man? What you rocking today, man?
Hey, man. I have a confession to make.
Oh, my God.
He got
Not the host of the show.
Hey, I have a confession to make. A man falls 7 times 7, right?
Right.
So he gets up. He
Well,
He's
70
got
is
7 times 7 times 70. I, rushing out the house this morning, I just put a spray in, but forgot to.
Look, we gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, bro. You was coming up with the topic. You was getting your notes together.
No,
you had the beard
no,
oil
no,
right there,
No,
but then
hey,
you forgot.
no, accountability. That's what I'm about.
Hey,
Oh,
I
okay.
dropped the ball. I broke the egg.
Broke the egg.
we're gonna
I
pull
broke the egg.
a Jocko. What did he say? Your
Dang.
excuses are lies.
Your excuse. That's
Right.
deep right there.
Right,
Excuses
right.
are lies. Yeah, dropped the ball, and I came straight from work here, so couldn't go home and redeem myself.
It
But
be like
hey,
that, man. It be like that.
Hey, it's
be
tough
like
to keep
that.
it in your car too, because it get hot out here.
Yeah, put that up.
Bro, I had the butter rolling with me when it was hot.
I
That
bet your
thing
car
was
smell
done.
good.
Yeah, right.
I bet
right.
your car, but it all melted.
It
then.
melts it.
And it, and it seeps through
Wow.
the
Yep.
seeps through the crack. It's like in the cup
Yep.
Yeah,
holder.
it'll
But-
melt
and then-
and seep through.
Y'all
It's hard
bugging,
to
bro.
open it
Y'all
afterwards
bugging.
because it gets slippery. So once it's melted, it's hard to even open the jar. You got to keep it where it's in a
See,
cool
if y'all
place.
can't take care of the small things, but how you gonna take care of the big, man? If y'all faithful in little, how can you be faithful much?
Can't leave nothing
Y'all
in
done
your
jacked
car
up.
in Phoenix.
Y'all done destroyed the butter oils, man.
Hey man,
Wow.
it happened. But I come back stronger. I'm gonna put 4 different butters and oils in. Next time, I'm coming back 10 times harder. Nah, but yeah, all praises. So, what else? What else we gonna go through? Because
Let's
Well,
get that
we
OR promo up. Or go ahead, Benson.
I was gonna say we need to make sure that we too. I was gonna follow up with you showing the OR promos. Check out the products that we have on originalroyalty.com. So let's go ahead and show this.
There's a special place that I like to go, but nobody's home to increase my understanding. My daily bread, that amazing. Talking about precepts, precept on precept, line upon line. Precept on precept, line upon line. Babe, I can't keep explaining, can't study for you. I can't think of nothing, wasn't nothing gonna change me, no. Getting close to you was the only solution. I'm studying every day, I wanna get close to you. You show me how I'm supposed to study.
Yo, man. So as you can see, bro,
That's
as you
swag.
can see, the OR swag is excellent. You see the video, you had the brother come in with the swag, he was dancing.
right,
So
right.
even when you got the right fit on, it adds a certain spirit to you. You know what I'm saying? You're more lively. When you put on the OR, you're lively. You represent royalty.
Right.
And royalty is lively. So you see he was dancing and all that. He was washing his OR stuff. Next thing you know, 2 sisters is peeping the OR clothes. They get the website. They go ahead, go to the website. They buy the product, the Daughters of Sarah line. Boom. Next thing you know, bro, they decked out. She got the jean jacket on with the jean skirt, with the OR shirt on. The other sister with the urban skirt.
Yep.
They was looking fly. Everybody was looking fly. So if y'all want some OR product, hey, put that up real quick. Put that up. Put that up. Make sure you scan that QR code. Follow us on OR. We got Instagram. We got all the platforms. But go to originalroyalty.com. Make sure y'all get your gear. We got a lot of gear, great prices, and we have some new stuff that's coming soon. You know how we do, man. We always building because we're very innovative and industrious.
Hey,
That's how we
what's
roll.
the benefit from buying from OR? What's the benefit, you think?
It's all upside. You got
How?
what? Money coming back into the congregation.
But
He's
what's
building up
OR
the nation.
gonna really support? What does it support?
OR brings identity back to our people.
Yes.
It brings that identity back. right? We have all the tribes. You can rep your tribe. You can rep your spouse's tribe.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't Judah.
Yeah.
IT. Everybody ain't Judah.
Right.
Everybody who think they Judah, they might be Gad. Buy them a Gad shirt. They might even be Reuben, right? We also see the variety that we can offer as well with original royalty, right? You have some labels, they just put out the same stuff, right? Whereas original royalty, we got the tribe shirts. We have the stuff for the men, right? The variations of that, different, the redemption shirt, the original royalty shirt, right? It brings identity back to our people overall. You know, of course, what also Tobias said too, it's all supported within the body, but that identity piece is really important for our people.
Yes, sir. I agree 100%. But supporting OR, guess what? You're helping sending troops around the world.
Facts.
We're getting people to places that's needed, that needs to hear this word.
Right.
Supports all of that. That's the power behind OR. Everything that goes on in OR supports the mission.
That's right. That's right.
That's right.
So yeah, all praises. Got the OR out the way. We got the scent. I want to do this real quick. Shout out your town. Everyone on the live stream. Shoot out your town. Where you watching from?
Post up where you watching
Let's
from
go.
and share the stream. Share the stream.
Post up
We
where you
got
watching from.
66 likes. Let's get that up. 66 likes.
I want to see who's in the building. Who's in the building? All right, because actually, talk.
Hey, man, just going back to that original royalty, just to give you some substance so it doesn't sound like we're just making stuff up. Give me Ezekiel 16 and verse 10 real quick. I'm going to show you everything is biblical. Everything is biblical. Give me Ezekiel 16. Let's start at verse 10.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 16 and verse 10.
Let's go.
I clothe thee also with broidered works,
So listen to what the Lord is saying concerning our people, the Israelites. Go ahead.
and shod thee with badger skin.
Badger skin, expensive skin from animals. Go ahead.
And I girded thee about with fine linen.
This ain't that fake linen that they got nowadays. This that real deal, Holyfield fine linen that the Lord was decking us in. Go ahead.
And I covered thee with silk.
Silk, very expensive product. This is how the Lord was decking us when we was in our royalty, when we was in our power. Go ahead.
I decked thee also with ornaments.
So we've always been decked out. The Bible says, I decked thee with ornaments. Go ahead.
And I put bracelets upon thy hands.
Come on.
And a chain on thy neck.
Let's go.
And I put a jewel on thy forehead.
Referring to the sisters. Come on.
And earrings in thine ears. And a beautiful crown upon thine head.
Watch 13.
Thus wast thou decked with gold and silver.
Thus was thou decked with gold and silver. So when original royalty like Officer Benson was bringing out so eloquently and beautifully, we are bringing identity back to our people because we lost this right here. We lost our identity. Now you got men sagging their pants. You got women with these tight clothing, tight jeans, showing their breasts, showing their buttocks. You got the men doing the same doggone thing, dressing like women. The Bible says we was decked out, jewelry, gold, fine linen, silk. Give me verse 14. Watch what happened.
Verse 14. And thy renown.
Thy what?
Thy renown.
Renown means fame. Our fame. Our fame. Go ahead.
Went forth among the heathen.
It went forth among the heathen. We were so decked out. We were so royal that it made the heathen, the enemies round about, say, damn, look at this beautiful, decked out, righteous people. Go ahead.
Went forth among the heathen for thy beauty.
Let's go.
For it was perfect through my
The
comeliness.
Lord said it was perfect through my comeliness, meaning I put my spirit upon you. The first author of beauty has decked you out. My people, the Israelites. Go ahead.
Right.
Which I had put upon thee, saith the Lord God.
Which I have put upon thee, saith the Lord God. So going back to the original royalty statements that were made, it's all biblical, man. We bringing back royalty to our people. It's always been there, but it was lost. Our heritage was lost, and we giving it back to you. Aside from that, like Officer Job was saying, it helps bring the troops to the four corners of the earth so that we can fulfill Matthew 28:19. Thus saith the Lord, according to what is truly being said, going to all corners of the world because our people are scattered in all corners of the world.
That's
all
our
right?
whole purpose. Our whole purpose is to keep God's laws, statutes, commandments, and the faith of Christ. So we gotta share that thing. All right. But hey, guess what? let's touch a little bit of health. I just got one video. I like to follow the same like blueprint that Deke does. So let's just play this one thing right here because we understand what's going on right now, right? We gotta be green, mean finding machine to go out there to wake up the people, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So Deacon Joshua, he's a green, mean finding machine, and he's very knowledgeable. And we have a group that we deal with each other to make sure we're on the right track and stuff. But this video right here is something that he's always like preaching to us and encouraging us to do when it comes to calorie counting. Make sure you get the right proteins in your bodies, the macros, along with the workouts. Is it 4 pillars?
Yeah, you got the 4 pillars of health.
Name them.
Yep. But you got God,
Sleep first. Sleep.
Diet, exercise.
Exercise.
So believe it or not, exercise is the last pillar you want to focus on.
Right. Even the Bible says little exercise.
A little exercise,
Profit.
right?
What was it? Yeah.
Little extra, meaning it's needed,
Right.
but it's not all you have to do.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
So let's go ahead and play that video.
Most people think protein is just for building muscle, but what it does inside your body is way more important. When you eat protein, your body breaks it into amino acids. These are tiny repair tools that fix damage, rebuild tissue, and keep everything running. Muscles, hormones, enzymes, even your immune system. During a workout, you're not building muscle, you're creating micro tears. Protein is what repairs those fibers and makes them stronger. No protein, no growth. And here's the part most people never hear. If you don't get enough protein, your body will break down your own muscle to get the amino acids it needs. That's why you can train hard and still look the same. But when you hit your protein needs, your recovery improves, your metabolism rises, and your muscles stay fuller and stronger. Protein isn't optional. It's your body's upgrade fuel. Follow for more science-backed fitness tips.
Okay, so protein, very important for your body,
Right.
as you can see.
It's required.
Yeah.
Yo, like when I watched this, I was like, oh, it's more than just saying I got protein in my body.
Yeah.
It plays a vital position in your body when it comes to nutrients.
Right.
Repairing the muscles. People, when you worked out, you're getting micro tears.
Right.
It's repairing that to make it grow back stronger. So all those people that don't think protein's needed or are protein deficient
Or don't prioritize it.
And they're working out, they're getting all these tears, but it's not being repaired. That's why a lot of times, you work out or you do your cardio, whatever you do, that's what you do. Like he always say, whatever you do, whatever diet, whatever you do, that's what you do. But at the end of the day, it comes down to calorie counting and making sure you got the right macros in your body, no matter what angle you go.
That's
We
right.
ain't over here trying to press or preach or say this is wrong, this is right. Nope. All we're saying is count your calories and make sure you got the protein. Like me, I'm a living example. I wish I had a picture of him. Jeremiah. A brother here.
Yeah, Jeremiah is a good example.
He's a great example.
Let's go.
Of someone that
Flip his
didn't listen
whole
to
routine.
Deke, thought he had it all under control. We used to call him the 2020 brother because he said, I did 20
20
reps.
sets of 20 push-ups.
Yeah, 20 sets of 20 push-ups, 20
10,000
sets of
push-ups.
20 pull-ups, 20 sets of 20. It was like 2020, brother, but we was like, bro, you ain't going nowhere.
Right.
Then a light appeared in his eye, in his mind. He was like, let me do what, because we kept getting on him, poking him, bro, you're doing it wrong. You don't know what you're doing. You're saying it wrong. We don't know what you're doing. Follow the blueprint that's being put out right now.
Right. Yep.
He decided to do that. And guess what? Oh, we got a picture? Look, ooh, yeah, show that one. Oh,
You
great
gotta
guy.
do both. Both.
Do both.
Jesus.
His brother right here, Soldier Jeremiah. This is the 2020 brother. where he thought he had it all under control.
And he looked like another brother currently at that stage right now.
He thought he had it all under control. And then when he said, "Know what? Enough is enough. Let me do what Deke's been pushing on us." And when I say when he made that decision to do it,
Bro, look pregnant on the right.
the way he had, that same drive he had with the 2020, he put that same drive in this calorie counting, watching his macros, exercising, the whole 4 pillars, and look at what happened to him.
So now, even with him still, if he still does his 2020, it's much more beneficial because of what he
Right.
started to apply.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look how much happy he looks on the left side. Look how happy his wife is.
She probably like, I feel like I'm with a different person.
And that pic's not even doing them justice.
At all.
Yeah, so
Right.
you got to get one
At
of the
all.
more recent, like,
Right,
camp
Do
photos.
we
Matter of
have-
fact, when we saw him at the bowling last week,
Right.
Yeah.
brother had on this doggone,
Like
I don't
a
know,
Under
freaking
Armour
Under
type
Armour or
shirt.
some
Right,
some
right,
joint.
right.
Brother's arms as big as my head, bro.
Bruh.
Let me see if
Yo.
I can find one.
He's
brother did some good stuff, man.
24 under 24%. Meaning,
Right.
guess what? He's going to war. He said he dug deep inside and was like, know what? Because he had his energy. If you know him, his energy is there. He want to do it. He want to be at war. He didn't want to be left out.
Right.
So he put that energy in making sure he can come out. And
Hey, I just posted a picture of
he
him.
got one.
Yep, like a new picture of him at camp
And that lets you know some brothers that want it bad enough.
in the Power Hour chat.
Where they got that genuine love for their people, they'll make the change.
Say it again. I think they missed it.
The people that really, really care about their nation enough, they'll make the change to go to war.
Right.
If you want to be out there and you know that this is your duty and you believe that, you'll do everything that it takes to get back out on the streets.
Right.
With that,
Those are the arms
the
that
health, all that.
That's the arms that Asher was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, put
Look
that
at that.
picture up.
He's yoked, man.
Bruh.
Brother's yoked. Hey, give me real quick, Sirach 37 and verse 17. Because not only did he change his appearance, but his mindset changed. The brother has passion. The brother's been studying. He was just teaching today as we were at a camp.
Bringing fire.
Bringing passion out,
Bruh.
fire out, precepts.
Yeah.
You know, so it's something to be said, bro, when somebody changes their appearance, what it says about their spirit as well. Read that real quick.
The book of Sirach, chapter 37 and verse 17.
Get 16 first.
Verse 16. Let reason go before every enterprise.
So look at what the Bible is saying. It says, let reason go before every enterprise. I mean, you have to reason before you conduct whatever business. Whatever plan you have, reason before that, meaning consider how you're going to get it done and then how you're going to execute it. That's what he did. Like Officer Job was saying, at first he didn't have the full picture, right? He was avoiding counsel, but once he started to follow the counsel, once he reasoned and he began his enterprise, his business, go ahead.
And counsel before every action.
And he got his counsel and he started to perform. This is what happened, verse 17.
The countenance is a sign of changing of the heart.
His countenance changed, not only his face, but his body composition, all that changed. And with that change came a change of mindset as well. The mindset actually came first, and then his body started to transform. And like I said, the brother's been on point. The brother's been going out there with fire, with passion, with precepts, edifying the people. So don't take in vain, man, your health. Prioritize your health, prioritize your sleep, prioritize your diet, count your calories, really take into consideration what's going on in your body and how you're taking care of it. Because
And
it's going to pay off in the long
I
run.
want to make this point too. This is not athletic mode.
No,
Right.
I have to put that out there because
Right.
we had a visitor from the South. I got to name where.
oh my God.
I don't know. He didn't look like this
Right. He,
You
at
know,
all, but he
okay.
said he was green.
So I was looking at them pictures and I was like,
Yeah.
in Arizona, a lot of brothers on the athletic mode, if you was in Arizona, it wouldn't cut it.
hell
Yeah.
no.
Deacon don't play with it.
He don't play that,
At
but
all.
he said he was on athletic mode. I was like, it explains why you're green now.
But he even said that's the only way he can go to camp. So he acknowledged if he wasn't on athletic mode, he wouldn't be at camp.
Yeah.
You don't
crazy.
find that suspicious?
Hey,
That's
bro,
crazy work.
if you watching, earn it.
Earn it, man. Hey,
Earn
because
it.
hey, people don't realize that it's really a benefit that comes from this.
Right.
Like we're not like think about. I was talking to the brothers. I was just like, brothers, like really think of. You know how the scripture says the water rises.
Yep.
Was this a big deal back then? Weight,
No.
being green, percentage, and all that stuff.
No, not at all.
But it is now. So let's look at everything spiritually. Let's not look at it carnal. Like, oh, why they telling me how to eat? Why they telling me I got to do this before I go to war? Let's look at everything spiritual because there's a reason why this is going on.
Right.
It's not because they just woke up one morning and was like, yeah, we just want everyone green. No, the Most High is working through our leadership to push this. There's a reason. So let's look at it spiritual.
Hey, think about it too. Like when we go back into the wilderness, right? You will be told what to eat because we're not going to have Chick-fil-A down the street.
Yeah.
We're not going to have Starbucks. We can only eat what we grow or what we have available. So in a sense, you will be told what to eat.
Right.
Because if I want a Chick-fil-A sandwich, but I only got some green beans, I got to eat the green beans if I want to live. So that in itself is not an excuse for brothers to go off the deep end either with having that mindset.
Right. And more importantly, you're training yourself for that time.
Exactly.
Because when you calorie count, you realize how much you're overeating. Like Officer Asher right here tried to do 1,000. Wait, 15? It was 15 where you're like, yo, I can't do this. Yeah, 13. He's like, yeah, 13. Yeah, I'm gonna push it up to 17. But it's your sweet spot where it works, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could get, like, for example, I can get my protein macros according to my body weight on 13, but that's a huge deficit versus, 1,700. So in the process of me going 13, I could lose more muscle. I'm trying to retain as much muscle as possible as I lose.
And you see how we're talking, this is all Deke.
Right.
Deke got this thing down to a science, don't he?
Yeah.
Like a real science. Like, even when I first came, I was like, sometimes you're stubborn in your own ways.
Yeah.
But you start seeing kind of the fire, and you like seeing it starts rubbing off on you. You're just like, let me try this. Do you see how it works?
Right.
Oh, dang. That really worked.
I never thought I'd be excited because of how much fiber was in bread.
Bro,
like protein
that
is
hero bread?
I'm sitting there getting excited about things. I'm like, what the? And I just caught myself reflecting, like, it's crazy the things that, because once you know the value of it, it changes your mindset. And now you look at it different. Because before I wasn't looking at none of the labels. I was eating whatever. If it tastes good.
Yeah.
That's it.
Your eyes have been enlightened.
Right.
So I too have a confession to make. Right? So I was talking to Deacon Joshua this past Sabbath, right? And I told him, I was like, you know what? I stopped being stubborn. I bought the scale a long time ago, but I started using it.
What scale?
Like,
you talking about
the food scale?
Oh, okay,
like
okay.
To measure my portions.
Because
look, I would track, but I would just scan the label, keep it going. But once I started tracking, like the weight of the food, what I was eating, and I'm aligning that with my caloric intake per day.
Yep.
Like, okay, these are these adjustments that I can make.
Right.
These are these adjustments that's going to help me out.
Start moving the scale.
Exactly. I told him, I was like, hey, I was being stubborn. I had the scale. I just would scan and go, But ever since I started weighing it, that makes a hell of a difference.
Hell of a difference.
Yeah.
A hell of a difference.
It put you in check.
So all praises for the example. And, I brought all that up to say this. Take heed.
Yeah.
We got living experience. And I'm not saying you don't know what you're doing. I'm not saying the route you're going is wrong. I'm just saying the Bible says counsel before every enterprise.
Right.
It's nothing wrong with taking what you have and tweaking it to make it work.
Right.
Yeah.
Still keep whatever you want. Because I can still eat a lot of things that I love eating.
Right.
I just know how to track it better. I know not to overindulge in it. I know when to do it, when not to do it.
Right.
I got my wife, the pillar of rest. I call her the pillar of count. She was stubborn at first to do it, but I kept
Poking.
on
Led
her,
your
poking.
household, right?
Give her time, being patient, and now she's on top of it. You know what I mean? Every time she says it, and what you want for dinner? Hey, I want this. Make sure you count it. She knows how to do it. So, it's let's make this a lifestyle. It's about being a lifestyle and not a chore.
Right.
Or, you know what I mean? Like, really make this a lifestyle. You know what I mean?
Man.
Come back to what God really intended from us from the beginning.
Right.
Yo, and prioritize your sleep.
Right.
Don't be like Obadiah on the IT booth. He only sleeps 3 hours a night,
Bruh.
wondering why he's always sick, why he's always groggy.
Hey, that sleep, it affects your ability to build muscle,
Yes.
your
Yep.
ability to lose fat, and
Yep.
your cognitive
focus.
clarity throughout the day.
Yep.
Sleep
Facts.
is, yeah. Can I get a script real quick?
Yeah.
Proverbs 27:17.
Yeah.
Because one thing that what you said, Officer Job, that the chat that we had, the health chat, one, it helps for accountability, but two, you have other eyes that are looking at your portions. I've been putting in pictures of rice and Deacon Center the entire time. That don't look like a cup of rice. I'm like, I weighed it out. What do you mean? Rice cooked versus uncooked and things that we never really knew. I was tracking it, but not properly.
Yep.
So having those eyes on what we're doing, it helps us build.
Come on.
Right.
Right? Read that.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 27, verse 17. Iron sharpeneth iron.
Because that's what the chat does. That's what the accountability does. Iron sharpens iron, right? By being around other brothers that are sharp, knowing what to look for, pointing things out, it gets you sharp. Read.
So a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend.
And that goes right with the scripture that Officer Asher brought out in Sirach, because you could see Jeremiah's countenance being sharpened by the men around him. Yeah. So you look at iron sharpening iron as we build that environment where it's not burdensome, it's a lifestyle. This is what we do. Now we just sitting there building on the foundation of what we're seeing.
Right.
That's it.
All praise. That's a fire precept for this particular situation, because I'm telling you, man, it's a sometimes we're old in our old ways. We just
stuck in
it, man.
Yeah.
But
Old dog.
But guess what? That's why even with the scriptures, how it talks about the different ways on how we need to lean on each other.
Right.
America taught us how to be solo. I'm all better by myself. I'm all bad by myself.
Yep.
But the Bible teach unity. The Bible teach leaning on each other, trusting each other, chain of command.
Yeah.
And that's what we got to come back to in order to be a powerful, strong nation that God intended from the beginning.
That's right.
But yeah, all praises. Hey, man, so let's move on. Tonight, we're about to touch something that I feel like needed to be touched, because you hear those sayings out there, there's no more racism, or different slogans like, my friend don't hate black people or minorities.
I have a black friend.
I have a black friend. We hear all these different things out there, and sometimes it can blind us and make us forget who really hates us. Put up that thumbnail. Because at the end of the day, we got to understand the hate is still there. That's why the title of the class is They Hate Us, Subtle Hatred Through Systems and Laws. Hey, Tobias, read that.
They hate us. Subtle hatred through systems and laws.
So we're going to dive into this, and we're going to rip that Band-Aid off.
He got a paintball gun?
I don't know. I know that. I know they do that to kind of
I see the hopper on the
control
top.
the crowd without killing them.
Yo, AI, AI just
No.
it tries its best.
That's a pepper gun.
Yeah.
A pepper ball.
I can see that. Okay.
Yeah,
Pepper ball.
they use that for
Because I see the police.
non-lethal. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Allegedly.
So they hate us. Subtle hatred through systems and laws.
Right.
The hate is still here. It's just in a different form.
Right.
Yeah.
So the reason why we got to remember this is so we can understand this. Give me Ecclesiastes 7:7. Because a lot of times our people lose the drive. I do, every day I go to work, being in this truth really open your eyes to what's really going on.
Facts.
In this matrix that we live in. And it makes you really understand, dang, there's some people that really still like being here on how they move. And it's true.
Yep.
Because they forget this. Read.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 7.
Let's go.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
I think, what's making them forget about what's really going on is that gift. That gift is what's making us forget. We work, whatever not, but We come back to a home. We got a car to drive in. You know, we can do things at leisure, some of us, whatever not.
Right.
So these gifts that really don't mean nothing is what's making us move, kind of lose the sight of what we're really here and what we're really fighting for.
Right.
Read that again.
Surely oppression, maketh a wise man mad.
But when you understand who really hates us still to this day, that oppression that we're under from the same people that hated us from the beginning of times, from Genesis, which we're going to get, that's still here today, that thing's going to make you mad. That thing's going to make you want to move different. But guess what? Sometimes life takes over, certain benefits and certain leisures happen, and we tend to fade away from the real reason why we have to move a certain way to get out of this captivity that we're in. So I want to really touch this topic. Got videos. We're going to touch the, deep. We like to get the psyche from it. Why do they hate us? We're going to see the psyche behind it, the spiritual. We're going to get examples. We got videos so we can wake up, get that, what's that in the hospital what they use? Defibrillator. Did I say that?
Yeah, all of that, yeah. He said it. You got it.
Yeah, boy. Working on myself. I was close. To shock them, wake them back up, right?
Defibrillator.
Right. Hey, read that real quick. It's funny you put that up.
A defibrillator is a medical device that delivers an electric shock to the heart.
To the mind. We're gonna deliver an electric shock to the mind. Read.
To restore a normal rhythm.
To restore that normal rhythm of understanding why we here as Israelites. Read.
During a life-threatening cardiac arrhythmia.
During this oppression, this life-threatening. This oppression will kill you if you do not turn yourself in. What I mean by that? Turning that American mindset in and putting on that Israelite mindset.
Right.
Hey, I like you, IT. I didn't have that. That wasn't for part of the script at all. But all praises to the Most High. He's always going to move through.
Because when you consider that, right? That electric shock needs to happen, meaning the remembrance of all the evil that America has done to us, the white man has done to us, the Chinese man, every nation under the sun that has done evil against us, those things have to be brought into the remembrance of our people because, like you said, there's so much benefits that come with living in America alone, with living in Europe alone, that rock you back to sleep.
Right.
It's the Starbucks down the street. It's the McDonald's that you can go 5 minutes away from your crib. It's the food that can be delivered to your crib. All these different things, they rock you back to sleep. But the Bible says here that oppression maketh a wise man mad. Right. So a wise man, he should have the mind to say, listen, even though these benefits are here and I'm going to use the world and not abuse it, I got to remember that the reason that I'm here is because I broke the commandments of God. And this is a punishment. This is a prison that I have to suffer in into the coming of Jesus the Christ. I can't get sleepy. I can't let these gifts destroy my mind so bad to where now I'm comfortable. I don't want to go to the streets no more. I'd rather just stay at the crib. I don't want to go to the Sabbath no more. I'm going to call in sick 2 days before and say that I coughed 3 times and that's why I'm not showing up. We get comfortable. That's why we need that electric shock. That's the scriptures.
Yeah. Right. Could we grab some? Get second Timothy 1:6. Because this isn't just something new. Paul did the same thing. Paul had to get the defibrillator. He did it on Timothy. This is something the prophets always were doing. Sometimes we got to get put back in the remembrance of what we really have. Read that.
2 Timothy 1:6.
Let's go.
Wherefore I put thee in remembrance.
That's what you just said, right? Sometimes we got to get put back in remembrance. Remember what we have. Read.
That thou stir up the gift of God.
We've got to stir up the gift of God because each and every one of us that's listening and have understanding of who we are and what's required of us, there's a gift inside of us, the gift that comes of eternal life. Read.
Which is in thee, like the putting on of my hands.
Now, back in the day, the elders used to put hands to be able to give those spiritual gifts. Now we have the gift of the Holy Ghost, the understanding of what's required to receive the promises laid up for us. That gift is in each and every one of us. We don't want to change out one gift for the gift for the oppressor's trying to give us. Hold on to the one that God gave you.
Yeah, that's heavy.
Hey, keep reading. Keep reading.
Verse 7. For God have not given us the spirit of fear,
But God didn't give us that spirit of fear when we come into this thing, right? Read.
but of power
Uh-huh.
and of love
Uh-huh.
and of a sound mind.
Power, love, a sound mind. We have power with the Most High when we keep his law, statutes, and commandments, right? And we know that love is the keeping of his commandments, which brings on that sound mind, right? That faith that we have that we're going to get the kingdom when his son, Jesus the Christ, return.
Bro, you see it on the screen. Look at all these men unified with one mind and one purpose.
That's power, love, a sound mind, right?
Right.
there.
Yeah.
And that's the power behind this, man. So let's get we gotta understand where this all come from, because remember, the judgment is like a circle, right? Scripture says nothing's new under the sun, right?
Yep.
So we gotta understand that this is not a hate speech at all. This is facts. This is reality. This is Bible. And we gotta understand where this spirit comes from that they have today.
Yeah.
It's not nothing new, like you said, Officer Tobias. This spirit comes and stems from somewhere. So let's go there. Genesis 27. Let's get it started. Genesis 27 and 41.
The book of Genesis, chapter 27 and verse 41.
Let's go.
And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
So let's read it from the top.
Verse 41, and Esau hated Jacob.
Esau hated Jacob. Hated Jacob. Let's get the definition of hate. So Esau hated Jacob, which is a so-called white man. Hated Jacob, which is a so-called Israelites. Read on.
And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him.
So let's get that definition real quick.
Hate, feel intense or passionate dislike for someone.
So this hate is not nothing light. From Genesis, there was a hatred, a spirit within Esau that was intense and passionate dislike against Jacob.
Right.
And who is Jacob?
Israel.
Israel. It's us, the 12 tribes. Jacob's later name was changed to Israel, who had 12 sons, which is the 12 tribes of Israel.
That's
You
right.
so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are Israelites.
That's right.
So the so-called European white man hated the Israelites. So much where what? Read the second part.
Loathe, detest, dislike greatly. Have a strong aversion to something. Use politely to express one.
Stop right there. Having a what?
Have a strong aversion to something.
Now watch this. Read the second part of that precept.
And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay Then will I slay my
then
brother
will I
Jacob.
slay my brother Jacob. So that hatred, that intense, passionate dislike led to what? Killing, wanting to kill his brother Jacob.
Murder.
Give me nothing's new under the sun so I can connect the dots for all you newbies in there. I want to show you that this Bible is spiritual at the end of the day. We can never lose sight that this Bible is spiritual. This is not a carnal world we live in.
Right.
Leadership touched it many a times that this is, Deke said it before, this world we live in is fake. It's a matrix. Because we got to understand why we living in this place in the beginning.
Right.
Read that.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1 and verse 9.
Let's go.
The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun.
So things that happened back then is happening again. Things that were done back then is going to be done again.
Right.
There's nothing new under the sun. That same spirit is going to be here today. Today. So we got to really wrap our mind around that, really coming back to understanding the real hatred that is in society today. Now watch this. Let's get Numbers 20 and 17 because I'm just kind of showing you how that hatred, I'm going to give you an example of us interacting with Esau when we was trying to pass through the land and what they said, how they treated us, what they do, right? Let's go Numbers 20 and 17.
The book of Numbers, chapter 20 and verse 17.
Let's
go. Let us pass, I pray thee, through thy country.
This is Israel asking, hey, can I pass through your country? Because they're traveling through the wilderness, right? So they came across a part where they was like, yo, we got to pass through this.
Right.
So he's asking them a favor. Read.
We will not pass through the fields or through the vineyards. Neither will we drink of the water of the wells. We will go by the king's highway. We will not turn to the right hand nor to the left.
So he's literally giving a layout on, hey, when we do this, we're going to be highly We're going to respect your area, respectful. We just need to get through because this is a shortcut right here, you know? So can you do us a favor? We won't touch nothing, right? Read.
Until we have passed thy borders. And Edom said unto him.
And Edom, the same person that hated Jacob, who wanted to use a sword against Jacob, when he got a chance to, what did he say?
Thou shalt not pass by me.
He said, hell no, you ain't going to pass through here. Read.
Lest I come out against thee with the sword.
Oh, didn't we just read that in Genesis? That hatred that led to him wanting to use the sword on us. He's like, no, you ain't going past through this area unless you want me to kill you.
Right.
Make it plain. You ain't passing through here unless you want me to kill you. Right? Read on.
Verse 19. And the children of Israel said unto him, we will go by the highway, and if I and my cattle drink of thy water, then I will pay for it.
So now Israel's pleading with them again, hey, we'll even take the highway. And if anything happens, trust, we'll take care of it. We'll pay for it. Don't retrip. We got you. Read.
I will only, without doing anything else, go through on my feet. And he said, thou shalt not go through. And Edom came out against him with much people.
He said, hell no, you are not coming through. Matter of fact, come out. People come out. We got problems over here. You know how Esau rally up?
Yeah. They come with the white
They come
hoods.
with the wagons. They come with the other people with their scarves on. I call it scarves.
That's like, remember that movie Django when they
Right.
came out with the horses and the
light,
white hood?
the fires, the hoods, like and this is powerful because guess what they do to this day when it comes to something happening to their kind.
Right.
They all come together.
Yep.
They all come together and help each other. That's why they be having those GoFundMes raising millions of dollars because he just killed one of the Israelites. But when you come to Jacob, when you come to Israel, crickets.
Yo, and this how you know this black people, right? So he said, listen, man, we just want to get through real quick. We ain't going to go to the vineyards. We ain't going to take no grapes. But we're going to go this way. We're going to be quick about it. Boom, bam, I'm in there. That's it. Edom, as we know how evil and vile they are, like, hell no, you ain't going to do that. It's like you at work, right? You asking for a day off. You give them a 1 month notice where you say, listen, I just need to take these 3 days off. Listen, I'm going to make sure I work overtime. That way I'm able to hit this deadline for you. I just need these 3 days off. It's very important for me. What does Esau say? Hell no.
Denied.
You understand? Then, you know how black people do, like in verse 19. Listen, look, I'm telling you, look, I'm gonna work this overtime. I'm gonna work Sunday, extra hours, and then Monday I'm gonna work at 12. You got me? And then Esau, boom, they hit you with the same stuff. Think about why this is written here.
Right.
Why? Because look, when you read in the next parts right here, it goes into another way that they took. Why mention the Edomites? Why would Moses write out of all the things he could have wrote down? Why did he write down in regards to Edom and not letting us pass through? going back to the topic of today, the Lord wanted to make sure Moses wrote every inclination of hatred that Edom has towards our people, bro.
Right. And that's why we got to go through this. We got to go through this. And I'm showing you nothing's new under the sun. That same spirit is here today. It's just it's hidden today. But we're about to re-expose. I know leadership touches many a times on the different ways of hatred that they show today. But I feel like we have to bring this out again because I feel like people are forgetting about this. I think our people are forgetting, like, we got so many of our people taking up and protecting and siding with the same people that enslaved and killed and murdered and have systems set up in place so you won't be successful. And we still have our own people, the Jasons, that's out there that's taking their side like, but God loves everyone. Crazy word. So all praises. So continue on Numbers 20.
Verse 20, and he said, thou shalt not go through. And Edom came out against him with much people and with a strong hand.
Read.
Thus, Edom refused to give Israel passage through
Edom what?
Edom refused to give Israel passage.
Edom refused to give Israel passage. The same way that they refuse us today when it comes to housing, when it comes to loans.
Bro, that picture they have the border.
The border.
ICE right now. They
right.
refusing to give them passage too.
Right.
You got them trying to get under Trump built a wall to keep them out and not give them passage.
We've been hearing about that wall since what, 2016?
Yeah,
even
at least.
before then.
Yeah, man.
Hey, this just made me think about a job I had once before, right? This simple scripture, right? I worked for a moving company one time, and I had a delivery of a refrigerator. It was out in the boonies too, in Alabama, and my partner for the day was his Gadite brother, right? So we driving down this dirt road. It's off the grid, and I'm going over this hill, and I stopped because it's a 1-lane road. The car's coming, so I'm like, all right, let me move over. Edomite lady just honking on the horn. She mad as hell, right? She calls a disturbance. A group comes out of the bush, right? I'm talking about shirtless, shotguns, all this stuff.
Man, you was about to be cooked.
I looked at my boy and I was like, hey, we might be through, bro. I got out. I tried to reason. I said, look, I got a delivery. I got to drop this refrigerator off at such and such house. I got my paperwork. Let me get through here, right? I said, nah, fella.
Damn.
It said, nah, fella.
He said, fella?
He said, fella.
Damn.
Hey, and then I look behind me. It's another group already behind me, bro. They was prepared to not let us get through there. But luckily, the guy, he saw from his house, he came down. He was like, nah, they dropping off my refrigerator. Like, let them get through. Y'all move the hell out the way.
Bro, that was the Lord, bro.
Bro, it
He was about to be cooked.
Yo.
That's some movie on Netflix you watch.
Right.
That random couple that go down the wrong street.
Bro.
And Esau find them.
Coleman, Alabama. Don't go.
Listen, man.
Don't do it. That's a sundown town.
And I'm glad you gave that example because we just literally saw nothing's new under the sun.
Exactly. This is in today's time.
This is today's time of what happened to our ancestors back then. That's why I want to really bring this back to life. All right. So understanding that. So we understand that it happened back then, right? And it's back here again today. So we got to understand hatred. So we're going to put up that definition again. But the psychological point of this, where I want to get at, is this. We got to understand why they hate us. There's a reason why they hate us. We understand that it's a spirit on them to hate us first, right? But what does that mean, or what does that look like? So one of them is the fear of losing power. The fear of losing power. We all understand that they was never in power in the beginning.
Right.
They came and stole.
They had an illusion of power.
Illusion of power. I like
Satan
that.
deceived them. That's the deceiver.
Right.
So they've literally been deceived to think they've had power this entire time.
So the fear of losing power is one of the reasons why they hate us.
That's why they don't compromise.
And they don't compromise, but more importantly, understanding who we really are. Because they understand, if they understand, by them understanding who we really are, that's that fear of losing power. So what are they going to do to keep us from regaining our power? How do they know how to move? How do they know how to act? It's the spirit that's on them to know what to do.
Yeah.
Can we read Genesis 32?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, what they're mad about, the way that they try to keep us from gaining power, it all starts back with identity.
Right.
Because what Jacob received when he gained the name Israel was power. But that power, he didn't have to take it. It was given by God. You got that? Is it 27? 32 and 27?
Genesis 32 and verse 25.
Let's go.
In regards to his name, right?
Right.
Verse 28. And he said, "The name should be called no more Jacob,
Right.
but Israel."
So we might leave Tyrone, you know what I mean? Whatever our name was in the world, right? He said, your name shall be called no more Jacob, but what?
But Israel.
But Israel. When we take on the name Israel, when we identify as Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Manasseh, Simeon, Zebulun, we take back that heritage, Israel, right? Read.
For as a prince has thou power with God.
Once we take that back, the identity itself, and in applying what comes with that identity, the commandments, we have power with God.
And with men.
And with men. And we know that Esau knows that includes them. Read.
And has prevailed.
And we have overcome. That's why when you read in Psalms 83, it says that they wanted to cut us off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, because the name of Israel brings forth power to all of the Israelites and those that they protect, that they guide. We got a responsibility. God gave us that power. That's it.
Right. And they don't want to lose that power because they know God gave us that power.
Right. So
they did everything they could to put us and oppress us, right? So let's get hey, I'm gonna mess this one up. Inferiority complex.
You hit it on the head.
Got it.
You hit it on the head.
Hey,
Come on,
the Most
now.
High is with me today.
Right, let's get it.
All praises. Let's read that. This is another attribute of the hatred that lies in them. Read.
An inferiority complex is a persistent and deep-seated feeling of inadequacy and insecurity.
And what?
And insecurity.
And what?
And insecurity.
Insecurity. They know who they are. They know who we are.
Right.
They know what they need to do. So therefore, they're going to move the way they need to move to make sure they're on top. All right. Now read on.
That can stem from real or imagined flaws, leading to constant self-doubt, low self-esteem, and a belief that one is inferior to others.
Now, what's that belief that one is inferior to others? What do you think? That one that's inferior to others is
superiority?
Yes.
Superiority. Damn, I'm not saying that right.
Superiority.
Thank you.
So they have a fear or complex in their minds that, we know where we come from,
right?
The Caucasus Mountains. We understand our history, like the people that we dealt with at camp, the people you dealt with on the side.
Yeah.
Remember tell them about that.
The issues.
When you mentioned Edom to them.
Yeah, no, we was at camp teaching. This truck pulls up. A couple comes out and turns out they're issues. When I say issues, I'm talking about they are so-called Jews. They're converts, right? And Amalek, according to the Bible. And they were just asking, like, I never seen this before. You guys are saying blacks, Latinos, Native Americans are the Israelites, this, that, and the third. So I was just dealing with them, and I was just letting them know this is what we believe, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. But they were in awe that we were teaching that so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the true biblical Israelites.
Right.
And that according to Revelations 2 and 9, 3 and 9, there's people that claim to be Jews and are not. So I brought out these certain precepts in a way that they identified themselves as those false Jews, all right? Because they know it in their heart, just like he's saying. They know it in their heart that they are not the true Jews because they can't prove that they are.
Right. What was heavy about that interaction is they asked you, well, you say you're from Asher. How do you know that you're from Asher? You gave them the breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
They
agreed too.
Right. Then you said, well, you said you're Israel, right? What tribe do you come from? They said Judah, right? You say you're a Jew. Show us why do you believe you're a Jew? Couldn't do it.
Right. But the main, real quick, the main point I wanted you to say though is when you said you're from Edom, how did they respond?
Oh yeah, well that was towards the end.
Okay.
So she was like, so what am I then if you are the Israelite and I am not? What am I? And I said, you are from the nation of Edom. No, we are not Edom. We are not Edom. We are not Edom. I said, but based off the prophecies and when we read in the scriptures, you connect to Edom.
Right.
No, we are not Edom. By the way, they believe that Edom is the Arabs.
The hell is
You
this?
understand? That's why there's a deep hatred amongst them as well. You understand? But yes, back to your point. She was mad as hell.
She was mad. Want to know why she was mad? Because she know who Edom is.
Right.
Exactly.
And that's what the point I'm trying to make. They know who they are.
Yeah, in her mind, she's like, I'm not giving it up.
Yes.
Right.
It was like, no, that prophecy does not line up with what I think I am. You get what I'm saying? So that's that. I'm gonna try it again. That inferiority complex mass as superiority.
Yeah.
So they like to build what is it? They like to create a system to prove they were better. So they take themselves out of the seat of nope, I'm not Edom. No. I'm better than that. And since they're in a position to make laws and white supremacy and privilege and all that stuff, they create a system where it make it look like they're the ones that created and started this whole thing, but in reality, we're the ones that started this.
Right.
So go back to the overview real quick and scroll down, characteristics and symptoms.
Characteristics and symptoms. Chronic self-doubt, a pervasive belief that one is fundamentally lacking compared to others.
And what is that belief that they're lacking compared to others? Because I'm looking at this spiritually. Everything I look at is spiritually. So guess what? Guess what that belief that they're lacking compared to others, that others is us.
Yeah.
Guess what? Give me Deuteronomy. Is that what I want? 76. This is what they know that they don't want to admit. So they want to create a system to make it to fit themselves in there some way, form, or fashion. Right? Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
Let's go.
For thou art an holy people.
And guess who this holy people is? Is it the whole world? No. For everyone that's online. These people that the Bible's talking about, this holy people, is the Israelites. Read.
Unto the Lord thy God.
Unto God. Read.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
God chose thee. Hold that. Get chose. Hold that. Just so I can line it up for the person that's online that what he's not saying the Israelites. He said chose thee. So who's that thee? Who's that chosen? Right? Read.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 44 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant.
Hear, Jacob, my servant.
And Israel, whom I have chosen.
And Israel, whom I have chosen. God chose the Israelites, and they know that. So when you read, go back to Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
The Lord God chose the Israelites, read.
To be a special people.
To be a special people. They want that special. They want that, they want that special seat. They want that special blessing. Like Esau wanted that blessing.
Yeah.
But what did he went out of, it wasn't made for him where he ended up acting carnal to lose that blessing. But it was all prophesied at the end of the day.
That's right.
Read on.
A special people unto himself.
Unto him. Read.
Above
what?
All people that are upon the face of the earth.
We got to understand that. We got to understand that. We got to believe that. And we got to stand 10 toes on that.
Yeah.
But why don't our people stand 10 toes on that? Why do our people fight against when we go out there, you black, Latinos, and Native, and we go out there and say, guess what? You're not a nigga or a spick. You're not none of those bywords that they gave us. You're special, God's chosen people, above all people on this earth.
Yeah.
But what about Mike? What about my Edomite friend? Why do our minds automatically go there?
Yep.
Because of what we're gonna go on. We're gonna touch why our minds go there.
That narrative that
Yes.
they created.
And that chronic self-doubt was heavy about that. It says it's a pervasive belief.
Mm.
So it's not something that they want to believe. They just understand when they hear the Bible being taught the proper way, who they are.
Right.
And they understand the message that comes out of this Bible. So it's not a belief that they take on willingly. It's a pervasive belief that's being instilled. That's why when we go out and we cry aloud, the word of God has an effect. Whether we see it or not, it affects people.
Facts.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
So this is why, like you said, they're lacking. It's their belief is lacking compared to others.
Right.
Us compared to us, they know that they don't fit in this Bible. So guess what? They got to do the things like I said earlier. They have to. Sorry, I lost my place. They have to create a system to prove they are better. And this is where, as we continue in this class, we're going to go over the different things that they set up to make sure they stay on top, right? Mm-hmm. And, you know, we got to stay spiritual, right? So let's get what we're talking about before we continue, what that actually happened back then. Judith, you know what I want. You know what I want. Judith 5, right? 5:20. Because the other nations, not just Esau, too. I want to clarify that, too.
Right.
It's not just Esau. It's every nation that had their hands in slavery.
They're just the main culprit.
Most High made 18 nations. The nation of Israel, he chosen, and the other nations had their hands in our destruction, in our oppression, to this day.
To this day.
All right,
Yeah.
read that.
The book of Judith, chapter 5 and verse 20.
Uh-huh.
Now therefore, my Lord and governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin. And let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
So, he said, let us consider if these people err. So this is a system. I'm taking you through the system, the mind in the what's going on in their mind. I want to get that precept where they lay on the bed and overnight they think about
Micah 2.
Yeah, I want to get that too next. But I want to show you what's going on back then that's going on still today. That they understood the history. They understood who they are and who we are,
Right.
where they had to understand if these people err, this is the only way we're going to be successful.
Yep.
If this is my weakness to the person I'm trying to defeat, I'm going to apply this pressure.
Yep.
They understood this. That same spirit is here today, where they understood who we are, how we got down, and what gave us the power where the Most High fought for us. Right? Read on.
Verse 21. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by.
But they understood if there's no iniquity, if there's no sin in the nation of Israel,
Lest their God defend them.
let's
And-
leave them alone, because God, they're this precept. I like this precept because it shows that they understood that the God of Israel wasn't everyone's God.
Right.
Like the apologetics today, defending the same people that hate you, saying that our God is everyone's God. No, they understood back then that the God of Israel was our God and our God only. And if they made our dad mad, he was gonna lay the smack down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they understood that we cannot deal with these people if they're keeping God's laws, statutes, and commandments. But if we create a system that pushes fornication,
Right.
that pushes idolatry,
Right.
adultery, that's pushing murder through music, that's pushing whoredom.
Yep.
If we create a system like this, we're gonna be good.
You know, one of the key ways that they systematically do it, like you said, idolatry, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving. You got Christmas, New Year's, Janus, all of these. There's gods throughout all of these holidays that they've ingrained in us since we were young.
Right.
And they all fall around the feast days that we should be keeping.
Right.
You don't
They
find that
fall
suspicious?
Right in the midst of all of our feast days.
Right. And it's funny you mentioned Thanksgiving because I was going to use that as a segue. I was just building up to that point.
Right.
Because that thing is supposed to be what? Tomorrow?
Yeah, that's tomorrow.
Yeah, it's tomorrow. So
And then dedication, Saturday night.
right
It's right in the midst of ours.
in the midst of it.
Yep.
So look at this. We understand the error, right?
Right.
So watch this. Since you touched Thanksgiving, we'll go ahead and touch that now. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, right? What happened on that day? Because this is part of the oppression making a wise man mad.
Right.
When you see our people, the so-called Latinos and Native Americans, celebrating this day, and so-called blacks, celebrating this day because we're one nation.
Right.
Don't get it twisted. We're one nation.
Yeah.
So as a nation, as a family, why are we celebrating something that destroyed us as a people?
That's a good question.
Why do we celebrate that? So I want to kind of just touch that just a little bit before we continue, because this is part of that system that they put in place.
And you know what's heavy about that too? It ties right back with Ecclesiastes 7. They're so afraid to lose the gift that was given to them. They say it's the family, being around.
Right.
We do it for giving thanks and being around the family and all of that. They feel like they're going to miss out by not partaking in it.
Right.
Not realizing the Lord's trying to take away what's dirty and give you what's clean.
They've created
Yeah.
that little feeling inside.
Right.
Like that, I got to go get some of that turkey that grandma cooked. I got to go get some of that cranberry.
Well, that's where the Ecclesiastes 7 comes in,
Right.
where the gift destroyeth the mind.
Right.
Yep.
And also, guess what? We're going to touch it a little bit later. The hatred that they have towards us causes us to hate ourselves. The reason why we think and what y'all the reason why we think the way y'all just brought up.
Right.
It goes back to that list.
It goes back to their hatred. It taught us how to hate ourselves.
Dang.
Because everything that they control everything.
Right.
So their hatred, which we're going to show videos and everything, it literally taught and it bred us to hate ourselves. The reason why we want to hold on to the Edomite or I better say names that they understand. The so-called white man, the so-called Asian man, the Japanese, the Chinese. What about them? That's why it's so hard for us to let go of that, because the hatred that they have towards us taught us how to hate ourselves.
That goes back to what Bishop Yawasap's always saying about how the Negro was created in America.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's a perfect. That's literally that saying.
Right. Right.
Literally that saying. But I want to connect it to the hate that they have to make us think this way. So let's get Psalms. Let's get Psalms real quick, just to touch Thanksgiving. Now I give me all those visuals that I told y'all brothers to have ready. Because as we read this, just go through it. Because I really want the people to meditate on what this holiday, this holiday, is really about. This is the glory of the killing, murder, the rape, the savageness of our people.
You called Micah too. Did you want that one before or after?
Yes, let's get that. Thank you for reminding me.
Yes,
Because
sir.
we gotta. This is part of This is part of them coming up with the systems.
They came up with a bright idea.
You know what I mean? This is their father Satan that's dealing with them on the bed.
He ain't lying.
You know, read.
The book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
That work what?
Evil upon their beds.
Woe to them that devise iniquity, meaning there's going to be a day, these people that devise these iniquity, it's going to be a destruction that come to them.
That's
right. In Revelations. But they think and devise evil upon their bed. Read it again.
Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
And work evil upon their beds, meaning in their sleep, in their time where they're meditating, they're plotting, their think tanks, the things that they're that they have in place to think about their next move on how to destroy these people. Read.
When the morning is light, they practice it.
Oh, after they thought about it, after they put it through tests, stress tests.
Right.
After they did the little social experiments.
Yep.
After they do their meter gauging to see what reactions they're gonna get, they then act out and go full pledge with it.
That's right.
They pull it. All right, let's push the button, open the gates, and let this thing happen. All this is designed against who? The Israelites.
Right.
Hey, look at Micah 4 and verse 11.
You want the rest of this or no?
Yeah. Sorry, read.
Because it is in the power of their hand.
Wait, hold up. Because what?
Because it is in the power of their hand.
Because it's in the power of their hands. Right. Who gave them that power?
Satan.
Who gave them that power?
Satan.
Satan. I mean, Satan's like directing, but who's really giving them the authority to make that move? The Most High God.
I
They
gave
said
him
the
that.
earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The wicked,
Right. That's it.
but who's giving that okay?
Right.
Right, that's the Most High.
And I want to bring out that
Don't
precept.
get that in Job.
No, there's another precept. Go ahead and bring out what you were gonna bring out. Real quick.
Read
I
Micah
wanna find
4
that real
and
quick.
verse 11. Watch what it says here.
The book of Micah, chapter 4 and verse 11. Now also many nations are gathered against thee.
Many nations are gathered against the Israelites, the so-called blacks and Latinos. This goes back to Micah 2 and verse 1 about them devising evil and wickedness, these systems that they have set up. Many nations are gathered against us. All the nations are gathered against us. Go ahead.
That say,
And look what they say.
let her be defiled.
Let her be defiled. Let Jerusalem, let Israel be defiled. Let's make sure that the systems that we set up, going back to Psalms 83, there's a confederacy against us.
Right.
The nations say, you understand?
Yeah.
All this coincides one with another. They say, and look, let her be defiled. Go ahead.
I lost my spot.
Verse 11.
Verse 11. Let her be defiled, and let our eye look upon Zion.
Let's make sure that we keep an eye on them and that they stay in sin. So they put up all these different things to cloud our judgment,
Right.
to direct our lives, right, and to defile us. And they make sure they keep a nice close eye on us to make sure that we stay on that same track.
Bruh.
That's why anytime anybody that is fighting for the rights of our people, anybody that is fighting for the freedom of our people, anybody that's pushing any sort of truth, which is the scriptures, they make sure that they stop them. They make sure that they kill them. That's why the prophets was killed, and that's why even unto these times, they're going to kill some of us. You understand?
Right. And guess who's going to be doing that killing? The other nations, because God used the nations as a rod. That's pretty. The precept I was trying to find was that.
Oh, you didn't find it?
No, I didn't.
It's Isaiah 10.
It's Isaiah?
Mm-hmm.
I know there was one in the Old Testament too.
Yeah,
What,
Isaiah 10.
Isaiah 10 and what?
Let me see. Isaiah 10 and verse 5.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 10 and verse 5.
10 and 7.
O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger,
Uh-huh.
and the staff in their hand is mine indignation.
So this is everything that's going on with us, the Thanksgiving and all the atrocities, the persecution is all a rod of the Most High God. He's using the other nations to chastise us. That's why they got that power. That's why they got the power to do it, because Most High is using them to chastise us. So we can wake the hell up.
That's it.
But our people don't want to. Let's go back to Micah. Let's finish that out. And then let's go to Psalms.
The book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 1.
And let's go through that cycle of pictures for Thanksgiving. Because I want the people to really have in their minds what was being plotted on their beds when this happened. Mm-hmm. Read.
Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
Uh-huh.
When the morning is light, they practice it. Because it is in their power, in the power of their hand.
So look at the pictures. They didn't just wake up one morning and just, hey, let's go do this. This was a diligent search. This was a diligent plot.
Right.
They put this thing together. How we're gonna do this? What shifts we're gonna go on? We understand this about them. We understand that about them. This is how we're gonna go about it. And then they carried it out, right? So we gotta understand that's the spirit that's in their mind from the beginning. This is a sword that we're talking about. That they're plotting, that they're thinking, and like I said, stress testing and putting in system in place to carry out, right? Read on.
And they covet fields.
And
take them by violence.
And they covet fields. What did they do? Look at this. They covet fields. Let's show better pictures, brothers. Let's show better pictures. They covet fields and took them by violence.
All of America.
All of America was the territory of our Latino and Native Americans. The Mayans, the Aztecs. All of this land over here was our brothers.
Right.
And they consolidated them down to reservations.
And they consolidated them down to nothing. That's pretty much what that is. Reservations are nothing.
Because they can't even build on the reservation without getting a permit from them.
So, not even that. They don't even have the proper resources to even till the land, utilize the land. I remember a long time ago, I went to this reservation with Captain Gadd and them. It was somewhere in Dakota. It was either North or South Dakota. The Pine Ridge Reservation, which is one of the worst. All kinds of land, acres and acres of land unutilized because they don't have the resources.
We saw that when we went up north.
Yep.
Even then, it's all around.
Reservation in the northeast of Arizona. All that land, the houses are run down, no gas station.
And think about it. You think they're gonna give them the best part of the land?
No.
They probably picked the worst part. Like, all right, y'all can have that.
Bro.
And think that, and our people think that they got something.
The land is terrible.
Gift destroyed the heart.
Gift destroyed the heart. So let's finish that. Let's go back over there.
And they covet fields.
And they what?
And they covet fields.
I want that field. I want that property. I want that land.
Yes, this is that interactive map. That shows how
let's
they
play that.
consolidated all the way down to small reservations.
This is that covet fields. They covet fields and they took it. And wait, read that part.
And they covet fields and take them.
And they took that.
By violence.
By what?
By violence.
By violence. But people don't want to, they want to turn a blind eye to it. They don't want to admit this. They don't want to acknowledge this. Look at this map, man. Everyone that want to celebrate Thanksgiving, look at this. And don't get it twisted. You're celebrating it by going to get a damn turkey, man.
Right.
Bring it out. You're celebrating it by gathering. I'm going to give you an analogy. It's like a rapist. How him and his partners had a rape party. And you show up, but you say, hey, I'm not here because of what you did. I'm just here for the food. But everyone knows, like, when you look at it, it's like, bro, why you over there at a rape party? Like, he just, you know what he just did?
Right.
I'm not celebrating that. They're giving out free food.
Right. You went to the Diddy party, but you was just there.
You was just there.
You was just there for the hors d'oeuvres.
Because I say that example because that's how absurd it looks.
Right.
Like, you're celebrating something that was put together by the same people that hate us to celebrate. That's totally against the Bible. That has nothing to do with the Bible. But they set up something that they glorify themselves on in the ravage and killing and murder of our people. Right. And people still do this. Well, we just come together because it's a day off. But you still got a turkey. You still got all the stuff
the cranberry sauce.
It's the mental thing. Hell is this? That's what we're going to go over later. How it's a mental thing where you don't understand what you're doing because you that much mentally destroyed.
That's why I said, can two walk together except they be agreed?
Right.
You gotta agree with what he's doing if you're gonna partake in his celebration.
Right.
Yep.
Crazy.
So look at that. I want y'all to just look at that. I don't care, man. Got time. This is plus. I wanted to marinate. I was like Bishop Yavasa said, let that butter melt on that biscuit. You follow me?
Want to finish out this verse?
Yes, sir. Go.
And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away, so that they oppress a man and his house.
Did this not happen to our brothers and sisters? Did this not happen to the Latinos and natives?
Bruh.
It's still happening.
To this day, read that part again. I'm not rushing, man. This is We got to make sure our people understand this is Bible. Read.
So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
How much more? And you know, apologetic is gonna go and try to use all these big words. What's the long word that they like to use?
The eisegesis.
Eisegesis.
Right.
All this craziness to try to say that's not what it really mean, brother.
You got to eisegete.
It's really talking about an error that, you know.
Clowns.
But look at how plain and day that one precept out of the whole Bible. We can just go by one precept.
Yeah.
And we're going to read it again. We're going to read it again strong. And we're going to let you look at this mouth. And you tell me, did this happen to any other nation? Read.
And they covet fields and take them by violence.
They took these fields by violence. Like he said, Esau, he had that perpetual hatred where he's going to hunt Jacob down with a sword. This is that hunting them down with a sword, coveting the fields that our brothers and sisters was in and taking it by the sword. Read.
And houses.
And houses.
And take them away.
Took all of that away. Read.
So they oppress a man and his house.
And they oppressed us in their house. That's why Ecclesiastes, oppression makes a wise man mad. When you understand the oppression of our people, that's going to piss you off.
Right.
That's why I'm kind of keeping myself contained. So I won't go over because I'm very passionate sometimes.
Bruh.
But, you know, it's just like it's so irritating to see my brothers and sisters' history in front of our face and our brothers and sisters ignore it.
What's wild about this, too, with Gad, this was the last tribe of Israel to fully be destroyed in the way that they were.
Warriors.
Right. Like, you talk about boarding schools. When it says oppress a man and his heritage, they literally, Indian school is 2 rows down from where the school's at.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, they've got schools, and all this history ties back to how they stripped us of our heritage. Before boarding schools, the Native Americans were rocking fringes.
Right.
Yep.
Come on.
Come on. Like, it's crazy when you really think about it. This is 60 years ago?
Yeah.
80 years ago? Crazy, man.
But that's going into the last part of that verse.
Right.
Read it again. Go straight through.
And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man.
And they oppressed a man.
And his house.
And his house.
Even a man and his heritage.
His man and his heritage. His culture. How he dressed. How he ate. He suppressed and took all that. Oppressed it. That colonization. That's where colonization comes in.
Kill the Indians.
Save the man. I was saying the same thing.
Man. And look at the pictures. They took our brothers and sisters' heritage. This is what God gave us. Sisters wore dresses with fringes.
Right.
Brothers wore pants with fringes or breeches. Did I say that right?
Yeah,
breeches.
Breeches, yeah.
With fringes. Garments with fringes. To this day, guess what they're wearing at the powwows? Fringes.
Right.
Because this was our culture.
Make them civilize the savage.
Right.
And those that are very deeply rooted into their heritage on those reservations, those sisters are still wearing dresses and skirts.
Right.
Yep.
We met some fathers when we went up there that said, my daughters don't dress like how they do outside of the reservation. He said, my daughters still wear their dresses and their skirts.
Right.
They don't know anything else. And you can see it on their countenance. I remember you pointed it out, how they're very shamefaced, the women that were on the reservation. They didn't have that combative spirit like the women outside do.
Because there's a spirit behind it, right?
Right.
Pants is going to give you a masculine spirit, and a dress is going to give you that feminine spirit.
Right.
The reason why our sisters don't want to wear dresses is because they're so used to that masculine spirit. That's that E spirit.
Right.
They got so used to that being equal, they don't want to let it go.
It's also part of that system and indoctrination that we're reading about right now when it talks about oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Our heritage, which was, as you just mentioned, and as Officer Benson just mentioned, was the modesty, was the shamefacedness, was the royalty that we would display and show. Now, our heritage and culture is rap music.
Right.
Now it's sagging the pants.
Right.
Now it's showing the ass when you go to the
BBLs.
gym. Now it's BBLs. Now it's clapping their hands when you get upset.
Right.
You understand? All this was taken from us. And mind you, you see all that you see right there, the fringes and all that? with the Native Americans.
Yep.
That was stolen from our people. We were pushed European clothing and so forth, while the so-called white man in Jerusalem stole our whole heritage, nationality. They try to rock the fringes.
Bruh.
You understand?
Yeah, man.
That's that inferiority complex that we're talking about right there. They stole our land, our heritage, and every single speck of what we represent outside from the commandments of God, because they can never keep that in fullness.
Right.
See,
Don't put that picture up yet. That's
they
gonna
still
be next.
can't even bring themselves to say we are Jews. It's a spirit on them is just
That's
to say
facts.
Jewish.
That's
Right.
facts.
And
That's facts.
the point you were making, you in the spirit, because the next word, we're still on this, but put up that next definition real quick. Dehumanization. Dehumanization. As they get that, let's read that next precept.
The book of Psalms, chapter 55 and verse 20.
Uh-huh.
He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
So we got to understand, this is another just precept scripture in the Bible that's literally explaining Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And not just Thanksgiving. There's a series of different events that happen with these precepts.
Bruh.
But we're on Thanksgiving killing because that thing is tomorrow, and some of y'all got turkeys in your fridge. It's probably smoking right now.
Bruh.
Thinking that y'all not supporting it because I know who, we're not doing it because of that, but I still brought the turkey that's supporting the same system that put it in place in the beginning.
It's for the kids.
It's for the kids.
With niggas, I mean niggas.
It's crazy word.
Bruh, hey,
Read from the top again.
verse 21. The words of his mouth.
So when they first, the colonizers, the conquistadors, the Spaniards, the Christopher Columbus, and the Hernan Cortez, all those men that came over here, what did they do? Read.
Were smoother than butter.
They reached out their hands and was smoother than butter. I bet you their hands stunk.
Bruh.
They probably was funky,
Clammy.
clammy.
Bro, they
on those
hands
ships.
are so clammy. Bro.
Just
Jesus
think about it,
Christ.
because they weren't civilized.
Bro,
Right.
they didn't have aqueducts was
that-
from the Aztecs.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yep,
So
we
before
talked about
them,
it.
they didn't know how to properly
Exactly.
manage a city like that.
Aqueducts. We had gold woven into our clothing.
Right.
Like it was literally in the fibers of
Right.
our clothes. Gold was.
Exactly.
Right.
It's crazy.
Systems, agriculture, all that.
Soap, bathing.
Everything
Yep.
was on point. So imagine how they smell when they reached their hand out. Why you think they probably felt so bad for them? They probably felt sorry. Like I'm trying to put my like leadership always say, put yourself in those shoes. Like you see people, you're like, damn, you never seen them first. And you're like,
Right.
man, these people are just disgusting. Like sad. I'm sad.
Down
Bro,
there.
this
I need some
reminds me-
help.
This reminds me of that movie. I don't know if you were there or if you guys were there. Somebody was there. We were watching that movie with the Planet of the Apes, the newest one. You remember that one? Were you there?
Yes.
I think we were all there.
Yes, I
We
remember.
went to go watch the Planet of the Apes. Anyways, the white woman
No, I live too far.
made friends with the ape. You
Yep,
remember that?
yep.
And then towards the end, what happened? The white woman, ended up betraying the ape.
Right.
Yep.
You understand? But at the first, she seemed helpless. She seemed as somebody that needed guidance, somebody that needed protection. But at the end, she had a gun behind her back,
Bro,
ready
right.
to perform if she needed to.
They did the same thing in that new Predator movie.
Oh, word?
Yep.
I ain't seen it yet.
Oh, man, I was about to watch
the
it.
white lady that you see, she needs help in the beginning, and the Predator, the Yautja, he helps her, but at the end, toward the end, she says, I just used you to further my mission.
Right.
You'll see. I ain't gonna spoil
All
it
right.
for those who want to see it, but it's the same concept.
That's Sirach 12. Never trust thine
Never
enemy.
trust thine enemy.
For as his wickedness is, or how does it
Yep.
go? For as
iron rusted,
for as iron rusted,
so is his wickedness. Yep.
There you go.
And if y'all don't know what that means, it means you can, if you iron gets on something, you can use solutions and things to get rid of it for that moment, and it'll look nice. But what's going to happen is deep inside, and it ends up showing itself up again.
Yep.
Exactly.
And that's what's going on today in this world when we get these videos. But yeah, so let's read on.
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
Uh-huh.
But war was in his heart.
But what?
War was in his heart.
This is the Thanksgiving that y'all celebrate, but not our brothers and sisters that know who they are.
Right.
But it might be someone out on here that's watching that thinks nothing's wrong with watching or celebrating Thanksgiving. It's everything wrong with it if you're Black, Hispanic, and Native American.
Yeah.
It's everything wrong with that.
That's it.
Because that's your brother. That's our brother, our sister that went to hell for no reason because they covet, because they just wanted something that wasn't theirs.
Right.
So the spirit that was on them from Genesis decided to kick in full pledge, and they said, let's use our sword to take their land.
Bruh. The same thing happened with Trump when he got elected, because he was sitting there speaking smooth words to Northern Kingdom before he got elected.
Let me see your pen. As soon as Trump got elected.
Start signing stuff.
Right.
Never trust
Put the
an
Mexicans
enemy.
out.
Another executive order.
Put the natives out too. Martial law everywhere. Chicago, you're dangerous. All that. Ever since he been in office, bro, that pen hot.
And
All them treaties.
Now they sitting there sending, they shipping them out. It's crazy, man. They going into apartment complexes, locking up. You got kids in zip ties putting into trucks and stuff.
Right.
Bro, you
Crazy.
have our Northern Kingdom brothers and sisters not going to work for the fear of their families being separated.
Right.
Their children being taken right out of school, or the children coming home to no parents because they've been taken off of where they work and deported.
Right. And I played a video on one of the Power Hours where they, I don't know if I did.
Yeah, no,
It
you
was
did.
his son.
You
He was,
played it.
the
Where
son
the-
was having to work, and the parents couldn't go for the food truck.
No, the one where the school.
The school, it was
at
the
a
graduation. That was
graduation,
the one in Texas.
ICE
pulled
ran
up.
in
Yeah.
on graduation and left kids behind because the parents had to get up out of there or they was taken.
Yep.
Crazy
Yeah,
work,
we
bro.
played that. That was in
But
Texas.
it goes into this next word. Bring that up. We're still there.
Dehumanization.
This is what's going on. This is another psyche part of the hatred. Why they hate us? It's because of this. Read.
The process of depriving a person or group of positive human qualities.
So they're depriving what's real to what's fake. I'm gonna put it like that because they take our royalty and say, no, you're savages.
Yep.
They take the gifts, all the inventions, and say, no, you didn't do that. We did that. They did this also too. First Maccabees 3. They took one of the greatest revolutionary men on earth, the greatest people of this Bible. They took it and whitewashed it. Read.
The book of First Maccabees, chapter 3 and verse 48. Laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
So they laid open our book of the law. Yes, this whole Bible is God's law, statutes, and commandments. This whole Bible we got to follow. It's not just 10, right? They took our book and they add scriptures to it. They took scriptures out. They took whole captivities out. And then they didn't stop there. They end up whitewashing it too. Where our Christ is white. That's why Latinos, natives, all of us, black, Latinos, and natives, we see a white image of Cedar Bow in our heads, and we can't let go of that thing.
Right. I was going to say, what that system has done, it's made that image okay.
Okay. Where our people's kissing the feet of a statue, kissing and rubbing and shedding tears, wiping their tears on them. And, bro, how many lips been on it? I'm wondering how many people got herpes just from kissing
Jesus
that damn
Christ.
idolatry Christ, white Christ.
Yeah, that's some
That
real
millions
stuff.
of people just kissing and
Especially Northern Kingdom.
oh my God. Look at that. You
What's
think he's the
that?
only one? You think he's the only one that did that?
Bruh.
Nah, hell no.
That's wild.
Hundreds of thousands of people did that. I wonder how many people woke up next morning like, oh damn, what is this bump right here?
They got a
like-
bump.
It was like Obi when he was young.
Dang.
That's a consequence from falling idolatry. Damn it.
Bruh.
But this is that going into that dehumanization. Go back to the definition.
Color don't matter till Christ turned black.
Right.
That's a heavy statement.
Color never matters until Christ turned black.
Nothing matters until black is mentioned.
Right.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Everything is stripped from us. They say today, this is going into that dehumanization. Black people are lazy.
Bro, it's like that.
But we damn created everything.
Right.
It's like
we
that
built
dude.
everything.
It's like that dude from yesterday.
Solomon was black. Well, read verse 1. Okay.
Right. And then, because he made mention that, oh, that's a woman that he's making reference to in verse 5 when he says, I am black but comely, right? So even if it was a woman, what does it matter? She's black.
Right.
So what point were you trying to make? Well, we obviously dealt with that.
He got him, though.
Song of Solomon 101, 1 Kings chapter 4, verse 32.
Yeah.
Bro, that's Solomon's song. He didn't want to admit Solomon was black. And he was a black man himself. That's that hatred that they have based off the system that was set up, man.
Yep. Right.
He's got white Jesus in his mind.
That dehumanization, it goes into turning us into property, labor, stereotypes, statistics, criminals.
It sounds like everything that Pharaoh was doing too.
It's boom.
Pharaoh said, "Let us deal wisely with them." That all that because we wanted to go back to Egypt when we got out.
Yeah, that's real.
And then watch that hatred. That's what we're gonna touch later. That hate they got for us taught us how to hate ourselves, where we wanted to go back. We thought that was life. That was love. That was it. End all be all. Nope. It's that destruction psychology destruction attack. Right. So let's go back to the definition.
Dehumanization, the process of depriving a person or group of positive human qualities.
So now we're property. Now we're laborers, slaves, stereotypes. Now y'all can put that picture up.
Breeders and the workforce, the labor force.
Right. What else?
And even, when they show, for example, right, if somebody gets killed or some type of crime happens, if it's anybody outside of a black person, they don't show them. They don't release a name. But if it's a black person that was killed, that was murdered, or did it, they plastered their face all over the internet. That's dehumanization right there. Like, protect their identity just as though you protect the white people's identity.
That's a great point. Great point. So this is part of that hatred, right? So let's finish that verse out, that where we were at.
The book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 3 and verse 48. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
Because once you call a man an animal, you feel justified treating him like one.
Right.
So this is that hatred. They have to tell themselves something so they can continue to justify why they do what they do.
Right.
For example, what are we considered in a constitution?
3/5 of a man.
We're considered a 3/5. And this is what makes me mad. We got people still fighting for the same people that put in the Constitution that we're 3/5 of a man.
Right. The hell is this?
And that was never what's the word I'm looking for? They never took that out.
Right. It's still here.
It's still something that is
that they can use.
You have to revisit it at every certain amount of time.
Right.
And can we read Psalms 94 and 20?
Mm-hmm.
Read that real quick. Because what you're saying as far as on that aspect, it's a heavy thing when we really think about it, right? Read that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 94 and verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity
because
have...
we read earlier in Micah that they think of iniquity upon their bed. Jude 5, it says that they were noticing that if they kept us in iniquity and sin, that would be our ruin. Now, it says the throne of iniquity, their throne, their power, their authority was established on iniquity, on sin, right? Read.
Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee?
Shall they have fellowship with God? Read.
Which frameth mischief by a law?
They frame mischief by a law. They justify the dehumanization of the blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, so-called, because we are the Israelites. They do it by law to justify their behavior. Just like they have the whole ICE situation right now with Northern Kingdom.
Right.
They justify the way that they treat them like animals, put them in carts, and then ship them off. Even what they did with the South America. And they try to sit there and justify the way that they shipped them out and publicized it to everybody on what they were doing. That was dehumanization. They didn't let us bathe. They didn't let them brush their teeth. We went into all of that with Deacon.
Or even back in the day when our Northern Kingdom brothers and sisters would cross the border into El Paso to work, how they had to be bathed in gas.
Bruh, the gasoline
to be considered clean.
That's crazy.
That's dehumanization.
Yep.
They do it all through law. They use the laws of this system to justify how they dehumanize us. That is wild.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Hey, brothers, play that one video. It's called Good Child, Bad Child.
You want to finish that? While
Yeah,
they
go ahead and finish that.
Yes, sir.
Verse 21. They gather themselves together against the soul of the righteous.
Because at the end of the day, we are within America. And not just here. We're scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, but we're surrounded on all sides, right? Read.
And condemn the innocent blood.
And all we want to do is live our lives, raise our families, try to make do with the conditions that we've been put in. And at the same time, they hunt our steps and they devise on how to continue to destroy us.
Right.
They gathered against us to try to see us fall.
Right. So this is a video clip on the dehumanization.
Show me the mean child.
Put the lower third up.
Why is he the mean child?
Because he's brown.
Show me the bad child. Why is he the bad child?
Because he is black.
Okay. Show me the ugly child. Why is he the ugly child?
Because he's brown, black.
Show me the child who has the skin color most adults like. And show me the child who has the skin color most adults don't like. Show me the child who has the skin color most children like. Show me the child who has the skin color most children don't like. Show me the child who has the skin color most girls want. Show me the child who has the skin color most girls don't want. Why is he the dumb child?
Because he has dark brown skin.
Why is she the bad child?
Because she's black.
Show me them.
So this is part of that dehumanization and going back to the Maccabees. This is that part of, they took our book and they paint the whiteness of the heathen themselves, right?
Right.
I'm going deeper in the sense of the psyche behind that today on what we just saw.
Right.
Show me the ugly, show me the bad. Everything negative is connected to the black child, to the Israelite. I'm going to say that.
But they'll say that color doesn't matter.
Right.
And then you'll have a coon like the one from yesterday defending a white Jesus Christ based off the lies and deception that he's been taught and how he's been raised to hate his own skin.
Right.
I'm telling him, or I'm showing the people, the two
That were
teenagers
listening. Right.
that was listening, that our kings and our princesses were black.
Right.
Black people. And then you got this man with the same skin tone, woolly hair and all, talking about some, no, man, that was a woman he was talking about.
Ask him if white people will get
Ask him if white people. Bro, you missing the whole point. He is a product of what we just saw here.
Right.
But if he was taking that test right now, maybe even at this age, right now, he would probably point at the same pictures that those white kids was pointing.
Right.
Yeah.
Get that other video, Cotton.
And that's a real thing, bro. I remember my younger sister, she started school, right? My parents had just moved to like another side of town, right? Mm-hmm. She went to school with, we grew up going to all black schools. But one day, my sister, she came home crying. And, my dad asked, hey, what's wrong? She said, I wish I was white.
Damn.
He was like, why? She said, well, they get treated better. Like, there's a difference in, how I get treated versus how they get treated. And she was like 12. They see that at a very young age.
They see that. That's right.
But that's going into the hate that they have for us, taught us how to hate ourselves.
And that's that envy, too. Because they see that, it creates envy in us, and that's why we envy our oppressor.
Right.
We can't even look at each other in public places to acknowledge each other.
Right.
It creates that hatred.
And we're in a system that does stuff like this. Play that next video.
That's definitely tired, bro. That's for sure. You recording? Record this.
See it.
Oh, that's crazy. Bruh, where Mr. Richards at, bruh? I'm done, nigga. That got me messed up.
That's crazy.
It's that dehumanization.
That's definitely
See, man,
This is we're in a society, we're in a system that we can't escape what they have set up to make us hate ourselves. This is how much they hate us. The only way we can escape this thing is when you come to know who you are. That you ain't black, that you ain't African American, that you aren't not these titles that they gave us, that you are Israelite.
Right.
This is the only way you're going to escape that. But if you don't, you're going to be in a system that's designed just to destroy us.
Hey, you could tell in him he got the spirit of God, because that oppression right there, it made him mad. He went to talk to him. The
Right.
person that's afraid to lose the job or lose the money, that gift that the job's giving him, he won't say shit.
Hey, but
He
they
didn't find that
thought
shit
it was a joke probably too.
Right. He didn't find it funny.
He didn't mean anything by it.
But exactly, that's how they're gonna go about it.
Justified,
He didn't, we were just playing. That's
Right.
back then. Like, what? Are you serious?
It
Hey,
was a joke.
can we get Sirach 30 and verse 23, please?
Mm-hmm.
Get that real quick. I want to show y'all the way that we have to think about ourselves, because like Officer Job is making mention, they hate us, and that teaches us to hate ourselves, right? With the systems that they set up. The Lord said this right here. This is how we got to conduct ourselves. Read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 30 and verse 23. Love thine own soul.
The Lord says we got to love our own soul. We got to love our own people. We got to love who we are and what race we belong to, what great people we belong to. Go ahead.
And comfort thy heart.
And that's what's going to give comfort to your soul. There should be no white man that makes you feel uncomfortable. No white woman that makes you feel uncomfortable. No Asian, no East Indian. I don't care what nation they are. You should not feel uncomfortable. Right. You should feel confident. You should feel strong and powerful because you belong to the greatest race on earth.
Right.
The only way that you'll feel the contrary is by you not truly believing who you are and the greatness of who you are. Any room that you walk in, knowing that you are an Israelite, knowing that you are God's chosen people, especially if you're keeping the commandments of God, you should feel like I'm the man.
Right.
I'm that guy. You understand? When it comes to walking amongst the nations, because you are, because the Lord has set his spirit upon you, upon our people. Never shall white man make you feel uncomfortable.
Right.
Listen,
Hell
man.
no.
I'm telling
You
y'all.
look at me, I'm looking right back.
Listen, right. Listen, man.
Don't look at white
how
man in his eyes.
You might come across a white woman, white man. Maybe she got a management position, whatever the case may be. Maybe just on their own, just whatever basis that they're in. They kind of treat you a certain type of way. Yeah, I don't let that slide, bro. You look at me with a certain look, I'm looking back.
Right.
I'm looking. I ain't looking down. I ain't worried about my job. Nothing of that. Obviously, I use discretion and wisdom. But what I'm saying is, you look at me crazy and try to make me feel uncomfortable. Now I'm gonna make you feel uncomfortable. You're gonna raise your voice up a little bit. I'm gonna raise my voice up a little bit. Absolutely. Never let the heathen ever make you feel uncomfortable, man. We are the greatest people on earth. That's why the Bible says, love thine own soul and comfort thy heart. Don't get caught up in the system, bro.
Right. So everything is done with wisdom. Everything is done with wisdom. So we're not saying go over there and put your foot down, because if your ass if you get fired,
That's your fault.
So you gotta use discretion, like you said, and you know where you're at. You know what I mean? But we ain't doing none of this.
Right.
We ain't doing none of that. But guess what? Guess what set us apart, really?
The commandments of the Lord.
That, and what does that what does that make us do?
It's the behavior.
Hey,
the behavior.
that Deuteronomy
We're
7:6.
gonna be on time. We're gonna put our best foot forward. We're not gonna act like the stereotype that like they want us to act like, because we know who we are.
That's
So
when they're going to say this is a wise and understanding people.
Right.
Exactly.
Or that person right there is not a typical black person.
Right.
He's on time. He's always putting numbers up. Like his personality, his mannerism is not what I'm used to. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that in itself will separate you.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, do that. Don't be a nigga acting like a nigga up in there and then expect the person to treat you right.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So use discretion. So some of the attributes that we went through from a psychology point of view, we went through the fear or inferiority complex.
Yep.
Form a hatred often spring from fear or loss of power or identity. Many white people, Europeans, historically built their sense of worth on dominance when equality threatens that hated form. Dehumanization, the mind justifies injustice by labeling a group less than human. Once that mindset takes root, cruelty feels justified. And then last we're going to go through is in-group superiority and out-group inferiority. Look that up real quick. This is kind of going into like we are civilized, they are savages.
Right.
Painting that picture, right?
Shoot, Donald Trump gave them the green light for that.
For all of that. And that's what people don't understand. Donald Trump in office is giving green lights for all that hatred to come right back where the love is waxing cold to another level.
100%.
100. Trust me on that. This is the Most High pulling. He's pushing buttons right now on prophecy that's about to be fulfilled. But our people better get their minds right and listen to what's being said. Listen to the warning that the Most High is sending through IUIC. Yes, I said it. Listen to the warnings that the Most High is sending through the leadership of IUIC and take heed that we got to come together as one under God's laws.
Roy.
All right? Read that. You got it? Did y'all find it? Anything? You did it? No. In group superiority.
IN. There you go.
Versus out group inferiority. Okay? All right, read that.
In group superiority is the belief that one's own group is better than others.
Okay, like obviously they think that, right?
Right.
That's crazy word. They honestly, this is how you know the hatred is so real, it blinds them. Where they really think that they invented all this stuff, that they're better athletes, that they better physiques, body looks.
They can live
better hair
in a rusted trailer park, and next to them could be a Negro with a mansion, and they still carry that same confidence that I am better than him.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. I got a video for that one too. Read on.
While outgroup inferiority is the belief that other groups are less worthy than one's own.
Right.
While both attitudes stem from in-group bias and can lead to prejudice, research shows that in-group superiority is more strongly linked to positive feelings and identification with one's own group, whereas out-group inferiority can be viewed as the negative flip side of the same coin.
So they're just all over the place with it.
Right.
I'm better than you. I know you are, but just through the history, through the Bible. But in my head, no, I don't want to lose that place. So therefore, I got to do this. But the reason why I got to do this is because if I don't do this, I know your traits and attributes is going to take over.
Right.
So we got to put systems in place. The Planned Parenthood.
School to prison pipeline.
School to prison pipeline.
Yep.
Everything that destroy you because, have you heard that saying? They're having more kids than us.
Right.
Okay. Is that a real threat? You still make the laws. But in their head is like, let's put in systems, let's put in place where we could kill the kids.
Yep.
Because we know that our hatred got them to the point where they hate themselves to want to kill the kid in the beginning.
That's right.
During the
That's
times
right.
of Pharaoh.
Exactly.
Hey, if I can get this precept
sir.
that goes with that. Give me Sirach 14 and verse 6, please. Going back to that out-group inferiority, which is the belief that other groups are less capable or less worthy than one's own, right? So that inner hatred that we have based off the system that was set up. But I'm going to show you why this happened to our people. Read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 14 and verse 6. There is none worse.
There is none worse. Go ahead.
Than he that envieth himself.
Than he that envieth himself. Envy is hatred, right? The obsolete definition for envy is despite and malicious and hatred. You understand? So there is none worse than he that hateth himself. Watch what it says. Go ahead.
And this is a recompense.
And this is a payment. Go ahead.
Of his wickedness.
Based off the wickedness that we performed against God. So because we broke God's commandments, now we have a mind to where we hate ourselves. We view everybody else as superior and we view ourselves as inferior, right? We look at everybody as top while we look at each other as bottom. You understand? They are the head, we are the tail. This is the way that we think based off us not keeping the commandments of God. So that's why you see an influx of our people that think this way. But watch what the Bible says in concerns to those that think that way. Verse 5.
Verse 5. He that is evil to himself.
He that is evil to himself. He that hates himself, envies himself. Go ahead.
To whom will he be good?
How could he be good to anybody? How could he help his brothers out? How could he help his sisters out? How could he be anything good for his nation, for his God, if he hates himself?
Right.
That's Bible right there.
Right.
Go ahead.
He shall not take pleasure in his goods.
He shall not take pleasure in his goods. So there's a capacity of the good that he can do as he continues to hate himself. You can only do so much for your people and so good for your people if you have a true love for yourself, which in turn builds a love for your own people.
Yep.
But because we broke the commandments of God,
Right.
this is the state that we're in.
Right. Get Isaiah 10 and 1. Get that next video. Get that. Go back to the videos. Get Isaiah 10 and 1 and just play that system created against us.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 10 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Woe unto them that decree.
Woe unto them. Read.
That decree. Unrighteous decree.
Man, I'm going to tell you one thing that I've been noticing with these scriptures. You notice how I always thought, whoa. Yeah, they may be getting away with it right now. But guess what? We know the end of the story.
That's right.
We know exactly what that woe means, meaning destruction. And we
Judgment.
know what happened, but it's got to be something that happens first before that destruction comes for that person who did that to us.
Right.
It's a just God out there. I want y'all to understand there is a just God. Thanksgiving, there's going to be justice for that. Slavery, there's going to be justice for that. The killings in the streets and on camera and not being held guilty, there's going to be justice for that. All that's going to be justified at
That's
that
right.
day.
That's
So watch
right.
this. Read on.
Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decree.
Those laws, those decrees, those statutes that they set up, unrighteous. And guess what is really against? Guess really is set up against? Against who? Us, the Israelites. Read.
And that right grievousness which they have prescribed.
Now watch this. Play that video. Because this is even, and watch the videos I play. I'm gonna be playing all Edomite videos of them saying this. So they can't say nothing. Oh, it's all black. Oh, y'all prejudiced, y'all racist. Nope. Just hear it out of the same people that hate us. Read or play.
A lot of white people believe that black people commit more crimes, but the truth is that black people are convicted of more crimes. Look at crack versus cocaine. Crack gets you way more time, even though cocaine is literally the purer form of the drug. More black people get busted for crack than pure cocaine, and more white people get busted with pure cocaine than crack. And this isn't an accident. Back in the Nixon administration, his domestic advisor even admitted to wanting to disrupt black communities by heavily criminalizing drugs associated with those communities. This was always about control, never about crime. The same system that used slave patrols to catch runaway slaves merely evolved into modern policing and mass incarceration. This is the system working as intended, and prisons are working with corporations in order to provide them with cheap labor, essentially slave labor. And bear in mind that many inmates are non-violent drug offenders who couldn't afford better representation. Sound familiar? Does it sound systemic? We need to boycott every corporation that profits from mass incarceration and take the money out of prisons. Poke around and see who uses prison labor. I bet you could live without a lot of those companies.
So you see from that, he even understands that the systematically against us.
Right.
It's designed, the decrees, everything that they plotted on their bed, they're bringing to life and they're putting it in action and in order that's designed against us. This came from a non-Israelite. So you can't say y'all biased. This is coming from the people that run this earth.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? He understands what's going on.
Whistleblowers.
You get what I'm saying? So let's read that scripture again. Nothing new under the sun. Because he said the same people that put them in slave, the patrol is the same people that's in the prisons today, the COs, going after the prison, the school to prison pipeline, that system that's set in place, which we're going to show you later. Read that again. Go.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1 and verse 9.
Yeah.
The thing that hath been.
The thing that has been.
It is that which shall be.
It's going to happen again and again and again. Read.
And that which is done is that which shall be done.
And what happened before is going to happen again. Read.
And there is no new thing under the sun.
And there's no new thing under the sun, my brothers and sisters.
Bars.
So you got to understand that everything that is in place in this society, none of it is good. I'm going to say it again. Everything that's placed in this society, from television to social media to everything, billboards, cars, everything that Esau has his hands behind is all designed to destroy us.
He ain't lying.
Right? All right. So let's get that other video. The war on drugs. Because we're transitioning into the things that was systematically set up against us because of the hatred that they have for us. Read. Play.
During the 1980s, while Reagan was on TV talking about being tough on crime, and Nancy was all up in her red suit saying, just say no, the Reagan administration was secretly selling weapons to Iran and funneling the profits to a rebel group in Nicaragua. They were called the Contras. Congress had made it illegal for the government to sell them any arms, but they did it anyway off the books. Meanwhile, some of the people working with the Contras were smuggling cocaine into the U.S., and a lot of that coke ended up in black neighborhoods in the form of crack. The CIA knew, and they didn't stop it. Once the crack hit the streets, they didn't take any action to stop.
This. Watch this. They set it up to do what? Play.
The Contras. They didn't send help for the communities being targeted. They didn't invest in any treatment for victims. They declared war on the people most affected. The war on drugs.
The what? The war on drugs. It's so. Hey, give me Exodus 1 and 9. This is Esau is clever. It's smooth. They smooth, man. That's why it's that serpent, smooth
subtle.
like a serpent.
Mm-hmm. Subtle.
But subtle, very subtle, but they bite.
Yeah, they do.
Bite like that poison is crazy work.
Before you know it.
Read.
The book of Exodus, chapter 1 and verse 9. And he said unto his people, behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we.
So these people are more and mightier. The Israelites. This is the other nation speaking about us. Read.
Come on, let us deal wisely.
So
with
what
them.
do we have to do with these people?
Let us deal wisely with them.
We got to deal wisely so we won't look like a fool. Everything that Esau does is calculated.
Right. Like a snake.
They just like serpents.
Mm-hmm.
Read.
Lest they multiply, and it come to pass, that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemy.
This is the fear that they have. The fear that we will come together, because they know when we come together, if we all were on the same page, and that same page is following the Most High God, law, statutes, and commandments, we're unstoppable. This kingdom will fall when that day comes. But until then, they understand we got to deal wisely to make sure we keep them under this spell, this potion, right? Is that it on it? Verse 2?
And fight against us, and so get them up out of the land.
So we need to do what we got to do to continue to rule over these people.
Also, I got another one for you.
Mm-hmm.
This is Deuteronomy 33 and verse 29. It says here, happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by the Lord, the shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellency. And thine enemies shall be found liars unto thee.
Enemies shall be what?
Found liars unto
because
thee.
This going into, guess what? They understand the royalty of us. They see that.
Right.
So, but he said, but our enemies what?
Shall be found liars unto thee.
Uh-huh.
And thou shalt tread upon their high places.
Because all these lies that they've been trying to do, hide, and be sneaky about,
right,
is going to be revealed.
Coming to light.
It's going to come to light. Like the scripture says, the truth will spring from the earth. Right. Meaning it's everything that's been hidden is going to come to the surface,
right,
where you're going to get people like this speaking.
Yep.
You're going to get people, the whistleblowers coming out.
Yep.
You're going to get different prophecies happening before our eyes, and it's going to be like night and day.
Clear
like,
as day.
Clear as, like,
right.
Are you serious? Like,
yep.
This literally just happened? What the Bible says?
Yep.
All this is about to go down.
Can I grab some real quick?
Yeah.
Hey, get us 2 Ezra 2:27. Because what's heavy, he said, happy art thou, O Israel. When you think about it, a lot of our people right now are not really happy. That's why he always reminds us we got to rejoice in our tribulations. We got to rejoice in these down times, right? It may look one way. It may look like we're down and out. But God said, consider what's on the horizon. Consider what I've already got laid up and planned out from the beginning for you, right? Read that real quick.
2 Ezra 2 and verse 27. Be not weary.
Because a lot of us, we get tired. We get worn down through all of this systematic oppression. Day in, day out, your boss. It infiltrates to your wife at times. Your children are affected and influenced, right? You're constantly at battle, right? But he said, be not weary, read.
For when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh.
Because there's a day that's coming where it's going to be trouble on the earth. There's going to be a lot of heaviness. But the system that's in front of them right now is going to fall apart. Read.
Others shall weep and be sorrowful.
Others are going to be weeping and they're going to be sorrowful, right? Read.
But thou shalt be merry and have abundance.
He said, but look, y'all, the Israelites, the ones that I have this gift laid up for, you're going to be merry. You're going to be joyful and you're going to have abundance, right? Get verse 36.
Verse 36. Flee the shadow of this world.
We've got to flee the shadow of this world. We've got to leave the ways of America, the ways of this systematic oppression, right? Read.
Receive the joyfulness of your glory.
God said, look, receive the gift that I'm trying to give you, the glory that I have laid up for you. Read.
For the everlasting light shall shine upon you forevermore.
No, he said 36. One more time.
I'm bugging. I went to
37.
30. Yeah. Verse 37. Oh. Verse 36 again?
Yeah, read verse 37. You good.
Verse 37. Oh, receive the gift that is given you.
Because that's the gift we read in Timothy where he said that gift has to be stirred up. Sometimes we forget because we get caught up in the battles that we're going through day to day. We get caught up in that systematic oppression. We forget the Lord's given us a gift. We just don't have it physically in our hands just yet, right? Read.
And be glad. Giving thanks unto him that hath called you to the heavenly kingdom.
Because we've been called to a calling that's greater than what we can fathom. Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard. And we try to sit there and wrap our minds around. And we have great bishops and deacons and captains that articulate it, but it still doesn't do justice to what's really about to come on this earth. The wealth of the Gentiles, they're going to bring it bending unto us.
Right.
There's things that are promised to us, but because we're caught up in these systems, it's hard to realize there is an end game. The Lord has a plan in place.
Right.
And that's why classes like this, it should boost our spirit. Remember what's on the horizon.
And you
That's
kinda
that glare in the end from the beginning.
Good precept.
I was thinking the
kind
same
of jumped
thing.
the gun. That's like all the way at the
He
end.
went to the end of the class.
Yeah,
My
like,
bad.
that's where we go build them up. But
Right, yeah.
if the Spirit brought you there, all praises. But now let's get back to what's
that-
going
He
on
said,
right
bring
now.
it back down again. Bring it back down again.
Now we got to get back to the sorrow.
Yeah,
Right.
like, play the
And the
video.
truth.
Play the video.
Make him sad again.
Go ahead.
1986, Congress passed a law that punished crack offenses 100 times more harshly than powder cocaine. That
Damn,
meant
hold
that-
up. They made the punishment for crack 100 times more than cocaine, powder cocaine.
Right.
Why is that?
Because of who had it.
But who does the powder cocaine more than anyone?
White people.
The rich white people.
Yep.
That's a rich man drug.
That's a rich man drug.
Right?
But the crack, the same thing, but actually degraded to a lower grade, is going to have that much more punishment. Play on.
Possessing 5 grams of crack got you the same prison time as possessing 500 grams of powder. And of course, crack cocaine was used more often by black people. And powder cocaine was the fancy drug of white folks.
She
The
said
damage done to the people by the different forms of the drug was the same. The punishment was not. By the 1990s...
So that's it for her. But just to show you that the system, they control everything, man. How are you going to take the same drug that y'all brought in, that they brought in?
Right.
They brought this in. They stirring wars somewhere else to get this stuff
Here.
over here to not just, hey, this is for my brothers, the white man. No, they brought it over here designed to put in black neighborhoods.
It's the same thing they did with marijuana.
Right.
You got these legalized weed shops on every corner. They used to lock us up for 20, 30 years. For something.
Right, there's still people in prison to this day, by the way.
Millionaires off of weed shops.
Right.
But to your point, too, that's what we talked about. I think it was brought out last show with Donald Trump's son, who got caught with cocaine in the White House.
Right.
And he got a damn podcast that he hosts, bro.
That's
or
crazy.
Joe Biden's son, cocaine or whatever he had in the White. I think it was powder in the White House too. No jail time, none. They created a law to where you cannot persecute them.
Thank you. That's the point.
Yeah,
they created. That's what I'm trying to show. I'm trying to show the hatred, the hate that they have is creating everything that makes our life miserable. Everything that's set up against us, because they understand. I'm gonna tell you straight up. They understand who we are.
Right.
They understand that they got to do this, like we read in Judith, in order to keep these people in error.
Yep.
So, because they know our God, if we don't do this, they're gonna rise back up.
Yep.
Hey, and just to give an example of that cockiness too, we was talking about the marijuana, right? There's a truck I used to see driving around Phoenix, and this guy, he owns the dispensary, but he got like a custom grill on it. It says drug money.
Dang.
That's a slap in the face right there, bro. That's how much they boast themselves.
But that's that.
The hell is this?
That hatred became law, then policy, to an everyday practice. They stopped whipping us physically, and they start whipping us legally.
Right.
They start whipping us with the legal, the systematic whip.
Yep.
Everything that is in their eyes politically correct. They start whipping us with that. And guess what? The same thing as slavery that led to Jim Crow, to redlining, to mass incarceration.
Yep.
It's the same spirit, different names.
Facts.
That's only thing that they just got smarter. All right, we can't do this no more, so let's be smart. Let's deal wisely.
Right.
Let's make sure we move so we can have the majority on our side and just set it up. Then we're gonna knock it down.
Yep.
Let's lay on it. Let's plot this. Let's sleep on it. Let's test it, and then we'll wake up and we'll put this thing to action.
Let's play the long game.
Yes.
And that goes back to the Willie Lynch, because it said that they approached
Exactly.
Willie Lynch through long-term comprehensive planning.
That's the long game.
Bruh.
Yep.
So, if they control the land and the labor, they control the future. So, in the midst of putting all of this in order, they understand they control the future. Because guess what's going to be on the cartoons? It's going to be that same generational curse, brainwashing. Guess what's going to be in everything that you need to survive? It's going to be that same generational curse, brainwashing. The people that run this place, they have everything in place on how to create entrepreneurs And everything in our communities is created or in place to create slaves.
That's it.
Our cycle consists of going to work, paying bills, going back to work, paying bills. Their cycle consists of creating generational wealth to where you don't work, but that group that's below you works for you.
Right.
Like we're just in a cycle. Go to work, pay bills. Go to work, pay bills.
Exactly.
Work, pay bills.
Mm-hmm.
Judgment. Circle like a judgment.
Like a
Circle,
ring.
The ring, man. We're not gonna get out of this thing until what? How are we gonna get out of this? We're gonna touch that, but we're gonna touch more of this first. All right. So the economic control. If they control the land and the labor, they control the future. So this is one of the systematic things that they have in place, right? Go to the videos. Give me the towns we built that they destroyed.
So weird watching.
Now, look who's talking, though. I want y'all to pay attention. This is a hate. The hate is so deep, it makes them blind. This is going to everything we was talking about earlier, how they know, but they speak and say things. If you say the man is an animal, you're going to believe he's an animal. So that's why they got to continue to speak what he's about to speak. But watch with the lady. She might be Israel, but she might not be. But we'll see. But look how she comes in and come back what he says. Play on.
It's so weird watching black people get mad at white people for starting functioning white communities. It's like, you know how happy we'd be to see black people start a functioning black community?
You know what's really weird is when white people try to get on this app and pretend that every time a successful black community has been started, white people didn't jump in and destroy it. Don't believe me? We have multiple examples. Let's start off with Lake Lanier. Lake Lanier looks beautiful, doesn't it? It was a wonderful black community until it got too successful. And then white people ran the black people out of their community, dammed up a river, and flooded their town. It's all right, though. Tons of white people lose their lives every single summer. I don't know why I find it so funny. I do. I find it hysterical. Dumbass white people enjoy their lives on this lake, and the souls of black people take their lives. But there's more. What about Greenwood? You know, Black Wall Street. Black Wall Street was in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It was incredibly successful. But then there was a claim that a black man hurt a white woman. Fucking white women. And so a whole bunch of white men came into the town and set it ablaze, killing over 300 people. It was an incredibly successful town. Until again, set ablaze by white people, because God forbid black people have a successful town. There's another one, Rosewood, Florida. There's not even a town left. White people are that weak. They were successful. They claim in their history, in white people history, that they killed 6 people. It was closer to 200. 200 people that they massacred. Anyways, what were you saying about you'd be so happy if black people created a successful black town?
So weird.
So the hate to the point where it goes back to that covet the land.
Yep.
The hate to the point where they gotta tell we gotta set up this in place in order to take it over. In order for us to be on top, we gotta set this up. Let's go ahead and use our whiteness and our power and let's go murder. Think about it. We mind our own business, man. We can't get a break because it's prophecy.
Right.
But we can't get a break when we mind our own business, but they then come in, rob, steal, and murder.
And I'm going to show you that mindset in the scriptures. Psalms 49 and verse 11. This is why they do what they do and the reason that they think that they think. It's all in the scriptures, man. Watch this.
The book of Psalms, chapter 49 and verse 11. Their inward thought
The
is,
white man's inward thought. This is how they think. This is in their mind constantly, day to day. This is going into the Micah 2 as well. It says their inward thought is, go ahead.
that their houses,
their lands, go ahead.
shall continue forever.
Shall continue forever. So they think that they're going to live forevermore, and they're going to think that, or they think that all the lands that they possess and own now will forever be theirs. So anybody that tries to compromise that, anybody that tries to take a step into taking the land that they so-called earned and that they stole, they're going to do something about it. Because their inward thought is that their houses should continue forever. Go ahead.
And their dwelling places.
And all the places that they live, go ahead.
To all generations.
I'm going to pass it down to my children. How dare they take Rosewood? How dare they take Lake so-and-so? How dare they take Tulsa, Oklahoma? I'm planning to give that to my children and my children's children. This is why they do what they do. Go ahead.
They call their lands after their own name.
And, of course, they call these particular lands after their own names. And you see that they call countries by their own names. They call states by their own names. Counties and all that. So that's why they do what they do. They can't give anybody a break. They can't give the black man a break, the Latino a break, because their inward thought is what we just read right here.
Right. And let's go back. When a man think, what a man thinks, so is he. Proverbs.
I just read something. I think it was yesterday. It said the oldest
Go back to the
person
videos.
from the Tulsa massacre just died. I think she was like 112.
Dang. All right, you got it? Read that.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 23 and verse 7. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he.
So think about this precept right here. What a man thinks in his heart, which is his mind, according to the scriptures, so is he. That person's going to act out as such, right? So everything that's designed in his system, if it's designed against us, guess what's going to eventually start happening? It's going to start wearing on our people's mind, and then they're going to start acting out, right? Let's get where is it? Is that all the videos? Scroll up if it's.
No, that's all of them.
There should be one. Oh, the one where she's walking out. Hold on.
Do you have
Say
Ezekiel
something.
35? Officer Joe?
Huh?
Do you have Ezekiel 35?
Oh, there it is. System is 8. What's up?
Can we read that? Ezekiel 35? Do you have that?
No, I don't. Go ahead and read it.
Can we read that real quick? 35 and verse 5.
Ezekiel 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
This is going into the same thing that Officer Job is going into. This is talking about Esau has a perpetual hatred, a hatred that is not going to stop, right? Read.
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel.
This has happened through what we're talking about. We're in regards to Thanksgiving, but this is since the beginning of time. We're talking about innocent blood being shed all the way back to Cain and Abel. Read.
By the force of the sword.
Because that's his blessing was the sword. Read.
In the time of their calamity.
Uh-huh.
And in the time that their iniquity had an end.
There was a time where, okay, this should have stopped. But this man continues to push the envelope. It continues to this day. It doesn't stop. Keep reading. Verse 6.
Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood.
This is the judgment that God has laid up for those same people. Read.
And blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood,
Read.
even blood shall pursue thee.
This is something that they have to look forward to each and every day. That's why they have to, they think all night on the wars that are being started, the battles that continue to happen. They can't stop war because they live by the sword. This is the judgment that comes with the lifestyle that this man has taken on.
Right. Hey, go back to the videos. It's called They Hate Us. Go back out. I don't think that was it. They Hate Us. That one. Wait. Nope. Not that one. No, not. See how it finished? It just says They Hate Us. I probably got to send it.
You see it?
I got to play this one because I'm going to send it right now.
Bro, it's a perpetual hatred. Hatred that don't stop. I was
about to say a forever hatred.
Right.
Let's get that precept.
That's what we just read.
Let's read it again.
Yes, sir. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
Let's get that definition because that's not a black word. A perpetual hatred. There's certain words in the Bible that's there for a reason. Gotta look it up though. All right, read that.
Perpetual, never ending or changing.
And this is going into the class.
Right.
It's literally going into class in the sense of what? We read about that perpetual hatred spiritually in Genesis.
Yep.
And look how it carried through all our captivities, through every generation. That thing is never ending or changing.
Number 2, though, because you've been hitting on that Ecclesiastes 1. Ecclesiastes 1 and 9, no new thing under the sun, right?
Right.
It says occurring repeatedly.
Ouch.
So frequent as to seem endless and uninterrupted.
So this hatred that is occurring repeatedly, that is frequent, that it has no ending, that is no changing, it's going to get worse probably.
Right.
It's not going to get better. It's still here today.
It says uninterrupted, meaning what? Nobody can stop.
No one can. Ooh, nice point, Benson. We need your bell again. Ding, ding, ding. But that is a powerful point you made. No one can stop it because it's ordained by God.
Right.
Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
The curses. Read that again.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee.
So we got to understand. Yes, this is going on. Yes, it's going on, right? But we got to understand there is a just God, right? Play that video.
Don't say there's no goddamn accident. How many isolated incidents do you think it takes before the pattern becomes more convincing than the moment?
So he said before the pattern becomes more convincing, going back to what a man thinks, so is he.
Right.
Evil communication, Corinthians, corrupts good manners. When our children especially keep seeing the same thing over and over, they're going to start believing, like Vincent gave earlier the example. But I'm going to show you a video of those examples too. Play.
The race card, huh? Nah, bitch. This is the race card. Remember this? Plainville, Connecticut, just 3 months ago? Well, what do you know? Black girl coincidentally left out. And then there's this one.
Yo, this one made me mad. Everyone's getting medals. Y'all hear me talking? They don't hear me talking. Everyone give me medals. Everyone's supposed to get a medal, just to let you know, right? This is one of those events where everyone gets a medal.
Participation medal.
Participation medal.
Right.
Guess who didn't get a medal? And she probably whipped all of them.
Right.
She probably did backflips and triple flips. She probably shut the game down.
He ain't lying.
And they still didn't give her a medal.
And afterwards, they probably said it was some type of technicality.
But watch this.
Parents.
It's not like they gave her a medal last. Play.
Us. Well, yeah. You tend to not see us when blacks are just scenery to your experience.
They didn't give her a medal at all, and they're taking pictures.
Wow, they didn't even take a picture of her.
Yo, look at the girl. Look, she's like looking over there like,
Yeah, that's crazy work.
Word.
The hell is this?
This is that mind. They understand exactly what they need to do to keep us under.
And this is what systematically reinforces low self-esteem.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Going back to the black boy is bad, ugly, violent, to the white boy being good, pretty.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
White is right.
Go back to the videos.
Black is not.
We're coming, slowing the plane down. I want to show these videos to show you. Go to the subtle hatred to connect back to the evil communication corrupts good manners, and what a man thinketh, so is he. So people's gonna start acting out as such, because that system that they're in is putting that stain on them to where our people. That's why it's hard for our people to believe that they're royal. When we bring it out to them in the streets that you're a God on this earth, you're a princess on this earth. We had one guy at a camp literally say, "No, I'm not."
Bro,
you're a guy. He's like, "No, I'm not."
Right.
Bro,
Like,
it trips me
damn.
out when people say I'm not oppressed. I'm okay in life, bro. We are on Indian school in 27, bro.
Right.
You are oppressed.
Oppressed. But it's that gift that destroyed the heart.
Right.
I got my little car. I can eat when I want to eat. I got a little house to go to. I'm committing all types of sins with different drugs and girls and money, and I can do whatever I want. How the hell am I in captivity?
That be tripping me out,
Crazy
bro.
word. They're captive to Satan. But the freedom is going to be keeping God's laws, statutes, and commandments, the faith of Christ. Play that.
So this teacher decides to sing this little boy a birthday song. I'm going to just let y'all hear it and tell me what you think.
This is going to be another evil communication corrupts good manners. The system that we're in. Play.
Funny song now that I sing to you? Okay, goes like this. Happy birthday to you. You live in the zoo. You look like a monkey. And you smell like 1, 2. Woo! Give a clap, everybody. Happy birthday, legend.
What you saying?
I'm trying to figure out what part of that song did she feel like was okay to sing to this little black boy?
The hell is this?
She knew what she was doing. She purposely did that. Humiliating.
So she gonna go on what we're gonna go on that rant. I want you to go back though in the video and show the countenance on that poor little boy. Kind of play. Just kind of look how he kind of noticed. Yo,
He knew it
like,
was off.
something's
What
up
the
here.
hell?
I'm used to the regular one that everyone gets. Like,
Yeah,
why is
that's
this
real.
so
That's
different?
real.
And it's like, what? Play.
You look like a monkey. And you smell like 1, 2.
See how he start rocking his leg? Like, that's those
Like,
ticks.
Yeah.
Like, yo, wait a minute. I know
There
what
was
a
no
monkey
smile
is.
or
I
nothing.
look like a monkey.
And why is this even being recorded?
My point.
And then what I was pointing out, she had all the other kids clap for this shit right here, right?
But it's mockery. Yeah.
Right. So it reinforces in their minds it's okay to degrade this man and dehumanize him as well.
Yeah.
And then they take that
Right.
into being adults.
She just set him up for the L.
Right.
So let's go back to the videos because I'm still touching the what a man thinks, so is he. So they understand through this system that they're building, they gotta force our minds to think a certain way. They gotta put this repetitive thing in front of our face so we can continue to believe to eventually get to the point where we hate ourselves. All right, so let's get oh, that one, dog kennel.
Yo, this one right here.
Crazy work.
Oh,
Play it.
Oh my God, piss you off.
Admitted to police that she drove from Whitehaven to Collierville, a 35-minute trip, with a 7-year-old and 8-year-old and 2 dog kennels in the trunk. It was 95 degrees outside. She told the children to get in the kennels because there wasn't any room left in the SUV, according to a police report.
There's no room left in the SUV. Well, get those damn kennels out the way.
Right, that's the point.
So it could be room. But this right here, this is why oppression makes a wise man mad. I feel like we lost that. That's why I'm playing this. That's why I'm going over this, so we can understand why we gotta fight the way we gotta fight. Why we can't let our minds get in the way of the mission on this earth, which is waking up to 12 tribes of Israel, getting out there on the streets, getting to the green, obeying God's laws and the faith of Christ so we can get the hell up out of here. As long as we don't do that, guess what? We're going to continue to see this, and guess what? It's going to be perpetual. It's going to get worse, according to Matthew 24. Love will wax cold.
Right.
You see what Trump is doing? Everything's going to get worse and worse and worse. Israel, I'm trying to message to Israel. Things is not going to get better. It's going to get worse. And the only people that's going to make it through this fire is the people that says, know what? Enough is enough. What do I have to do to get out of this predicament that we're in? Give me Joshua 1:8. What do I have to do to get out of this? Because I'm telling you, it's a spirit. This is supposed to happen to get us right. This other nation is a rod for the Most High to chastise us so we can get it right. Read.
The book of Joshua, chapter 1 and verse 8.
Read out.
This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein.
To do according to all that is written therein. So we got apologetics, and we got the pagan Christian church that says the laws and commandments is done away with. We don't have to. He came to fulfill all these doctrines, all this confusion that they have to take us away from the real success, the real solution for our communities. But yet people fight against it is because the hate that they have against us got us to hate ourselves. Read on.
For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous.
By keeping God's laws, statutes, and commandments. If you believe in the Bible, you believe that when it says this, read that again.
For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous.
By keeping God's laws, statutes, and commandments, then that's when we're going to be prosperous. That's the only way. Read.
And then thou shalt have good success.
And then that's when we're going to be successful. And guess what that success is going to be? When we all come back to God's laws, prophecies being fulfilled. And guess what's going to come? The kingdom, man.
Right.
That real reward. But if we don't, we're going to deal with this. Play Karen.
You know what? Because you're an illegal and you know what?
Stop real quick. Just look at the face. That's how you know that's a demon.
She looked like she's rabid.
That's a whole spirit.
That's like the race. She got rabies.
For real. Damn.
She got rabies.
Oh my God.
Look at her hands.
Just look at the stuff that they spew out though.
Bruh.
The hate that they have towards us for no reason. This is a Northern Kingdom sister. Play.
And you're door dashing? You know what? Why are you entitled to be here with an illegal car? No speaking
Yo,
English.
hold on. This is how dumbfounded she is with an illegal car. Anything you touch is illegal. That's how destroyed their minds are. That's how much hate they got.
She said, no speaking of English.
Watch what she says. Run it back a little bit. Watch this.
You know what? Because you're an illegal and you know what? And you're door dashing? You know what? Why are you entitled to be here with an illegal car? No speak English.
Yeah.
Well, then speak it. Hey, you're taking away jobs. You think it's funny? You know what?
So stop. Look at this. This is crazy. You can take it down. Go to more other videos. This is crazy. This is what we got to deal with, people.
Wow.
I'm going down this lane because I want to really enforce and put in our minds what we got to deal with. But more importantly, who set this system in place in the beginning. This is the same, for a lot of you people, this is the same people that y'all think is your best friend. But let's get that priest up on the iron. Don't trust like an iron that rusted.
Oh, yes, sir.
Just get that real quick, please. Because what's happening is the Most High is revealing things. He's letting that iron that rust come back, show back through what they've been trying to cover all this time. Read.
The book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 10.
Read it out.
Never trust thine enemy.
It says, don't trust your enemies. Who's our enemies? Watch this. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28. Who's our enemy? I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna let the Bible say it. 48.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 48.
Read it out.
Therefore thou shalt serve thine enemy.
Hold up. Therefore thou shalt serve thy enemies. So this enemies that we're serving did something. This is how we can identify. I'm trying to show you how to identify who your enemies are. Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Which the power that these enemies have from the beginning is from the Lord to chastise us, to get us right. Read.
In hunger.
In what?
In hunger.
Read.
And in thirst.
In thirst.
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness, the hunger where you buy your food, where you get your food, who owns all the land, the farms, and everything? The white man. In hunger and thirst, who owns the water, the dams, you got to pay these bills in order for water to work when the water is free from the ground and from the sky? Enemies. Who owns the clothing, the textiles, the fabrics, the stores that sells these things, that where they're made at, Thailand, Japan, China, whatever, are enemies. Read.
And in want of all things.
And in want of all things. Everything that we need, this is going into the power that they have when it comes to the laws. Because they say you got to have a death certificate to marry someone. You got to have a marriage certificate to get married. You got to have property certification. You got to have all these stipulations in order to operate in the same land that we stole from our people, which is going to celebrate Thanksgiving tomorrow.
Bro, I ain't never signed so much paperwork after buying a house.
Come on now.
I was like, what the hell is
all of this for what?
For some land I don't even own.
That you don't even own.
I just paid the
Read on.
Crazy.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
The yoke of iron is not on our neck no more, but guess what? They destroyed us mentally through what? Remember earlier? It's the same spirit, different name. It was slavery back then. Now it's what? Reading. Now it's mass incarceration. Now it's that systematic system that's designed against our people,
right?
To keep us under, to keep us oppressed, right?
Slavery Unchained.
Slavery Unchained. I like it. Vincent, ding, ding, ding.
Hey, this was another incident too that actually happened in Arizona. I just put this in the chat.
Okay.
With this Gadite sister who was facing some backlash from a Karen, but she handled that. If y'all remember.
Oh, I saw this. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I said she is, and that's why she's leaving. So you will leave too.
No. This is going all over the internet. You don't know who I am. You told her to go back to her country where she's from.
I did not even do with her. That's assault.
Yeah.
You guys know that, right?
Yeah.
Where were you born? Where were you born? Where were you born? I was born in America. Where are your ancestors from? They're not from this country. You're going back to Mexico. You better go back to where you're from.
You just walked into her. Excuse me?
Bro,
That
was the quickest smack, bro.
The victim.
She tried to play the victim card, bro.
There it goes.
She tried to play the victim card because I think her husband was like an attorney or something, but she ended up not. The sister ended up not getting in trouble for this.
Yeah,
because she assaulted her.
See how strong the hatred is?
Yes.
They're arrogant, like the scripture says about them. They're arrogant in how they deal. They're proud people for no reason.
Yep.
Why are you so proud when you have nothing to be proud about
at all?
I think they're proud because they know they can do what they got the power to do what they need to be on top
because of that system.
So because they know they got the system, they know they got the whitewashing in place. They know they got the white supremacy, that white privilege. They know they got that. That's why they're proud because of the system that they designed, right? Go back to the videos. Read that again.
The book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
So, I'm going to get the same people, and we're going to get some things that's coming back to the surface. The rest coming back, right? The truth coming back to the surface. All right, so let's get the hidden Black history.
When white people came to Africa, they came showing themselves as superior to the black people, digging out things that black people taught them. You know, what we don't have in our history books is that the civilization we have in Europe today was brought to us by black people. Even black people don't know that. Even many black...
Even black people don't know that. Because of the system that was designed to keep us away from it. Because history starts where? In slavery in America. They're trying to take that out now. So we won't connect the Bible with slavery. Play?
People don't know that. They don't know that the Moors, they were West Africans and North Africans and Central Africans that came to Europe and ruled Spain. They brought civilization to us. They showed us how to use
Hold up. They brought civilization. We, the Israelites, brought civilization to the Edomites.
They showed us how to use soap.
We showed them how to use soap.
Right. That's what she just said. So
Play.
that's out of her mouth. She's confirming what we said earlier.
Play on.
How to be clean, how to behave like a decent human being, you know? All these things we didn't know that before the Moors brought civilization to Spain. Did you know that the Moors ruled in Spain for 700 years? Where is that in our history books? It's nowhere to be found. Because why? If you are giving black people that power of having once ruled over white people, wouldn't black people start like kind of questioning, oh, we were once at that point of having such a power in a white man's country over white people, and where are we now? So of course they have to hide that history from you people, because knowing your true history is knowing your true power.
So stop. Knowing your true history is knowing your true power. Real quick, give me Lamentations 2. Just real quick. The gold that dim. That one.
You want 2 and what?
2 and I think it's 4.
1.
I'm not there. You probably
I
started
think
1.
you're wanting
the gold
5.
that dim.
Yeah, verse 4 and 1. The book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 1.
Sorry.
How has the gold become dim?
How has the gold become dim? Who's that gold? Us.
Right.
The Israelites. We're that gold. How did we become dim? How did we lose who we are? Because she's saying it right here. If you don't know who you are, you lose your true power. By them setting this system up, it's gonna make the gold dim.
Right.
Go to the videos. This is what the gold looking that's dim looks like. Go to the results of them hating us. Right there.
I'm white. I'm a Caucasian because everything about me is different from an African American. I have naturally straight hair. My hair isn't nappy. It doesn't require weave. My nose is not giant as like African Americans. My lips are perfect. They're not too big and they're not too small. Like, they're just perfect. My ears, I don't have black people ears because they're really giant. Most African Americans speak ghetto. But when it comes to black people, I think they're all ugly and I have nothing in common with them. I'm different from African Americans because I'm white. My figure is just like Kim Kardashian, and she's a wonderful role model. I act and I think like a white person instead of a black person. I believe that I'm completely and utterly better than them. Like, we're on 2 different levels. Like, okay, African Americans are here, I'm here. White people act and think just way more mature than African Americans. Black people, they think in a criminal way. They're really dangerous. If African American is on the same street as
that's enough.
Can I get a scripture?
Her freaking, I was losing it. Go ahead.
Proverbs 3:31.
Exactly.
Please. She said, black people think in a criminal way. Baby girl, white people are the biggest criminals.
God, The book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor.
This is a prime example of the envy, right? She wants to be like them. Read.
And choose none of his ways.
She's choosing all of their ways. She said, my hair is straight. My nose is not big. My ears are perfect. My body is perfect. If you let it play on, she's going to go on to say, I'm not like those other Negroes.
Yeah, I'm not going to play.
Man, what the hell? She wants to be just like her oppressor, not even realizing her oppressor is the one who thinks like a criminal.
Right.
Has been thinking like a criminal.
Hey, you hit it on a point. Watch this. Finish the dim. Read the dim again. Watch
The book of Lamentation.
Get the videos again. Watch this. Go.
Chapter 4 and verse 1. How has the gold become dim?
Uh-huh.
How is the most fine gold changed?
The most fine gold changed. How the like the lady said, if you don't know who you are, if we don't know where we came from, you don't have that greatness in you. You're not gonna know the power that you have behind that, behind your name, behind your culture, behind your nationality, which is an Israelite according to the Bible. Is that it?
The stones of the sanctuary are poured out in the top of every street.
Now watch this. Go to
Psalms. You want Psalms 58?
We could go there too. I'm looking for a video of a lady saying that exact same thing. Where is it? Do I have to get it again? I don't see it up there. Read that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Hey, Bishop a long time ago made a quote, right? Based off of this scripture. It says, they crying and lying. As soon as they be born, they crying and they lying.
Mm-hmm.
They come out the womb a criminal. They come out the womb with that mindset of, I rule this world. It says they are estranged from birth, from the womb, and what they go astray as soon as they are born, speaking lies. So they don't know how to do anything else but lie.
Right. And also remember, as you said, that when they're born, they're criminals. Remember, Esau has always been a vagabond.
Yes.
And a vagabond is somebody that is on the run, that has not paid for their crimes.
Yep.
And there's no new thing under the sun, the thing being man. So all these spirits coming back on earth, they're the same spirits who have committed this crime and that crime continuously throughout our generations. Look at verse 4.
You just sparked the thought about the crime from the beginning.
Yeah. Look at verse 4.
Verse 4. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent.
Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. Their poison is their media, their lies, their deception. It says it's like the poison of a serpent is deadly. Go ahead.
They are like the deaf adder.
And they are like the deaf adder. An adder is another poisonous snake, but they are deaf, meaning they don't care what you have to say. They don't care what harm they're doing unto you, what tears are rolling down your face.
Right.
It don't matter what age. Remember, Deuteronomy 28 talks about they don't care about the old or the young.
Yep.
So it says they are like the deaf adder. Go ahead.
That stoppeth her ears.
So there's no reason for you to try to compromise with them, for you to try to reason with them, because at the end of the day, they're not listening to what you have to say at all.
That's like we talked about earlier in the beginning of the show when we read basically how they stand on business. They don't compromise and they don't give a damn.
Right. So couldn't find a video. It's probably not working. They're saying it's not working. So we're going to continue. I want you to read that precept again.
The book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb.
Uh-huh.
They go astray as soon as they be born.
So we got to understand, they, in their spirit, is to lie. In their spirit is to cause chaos. In their spirit is to be evil. In their spirit is everything opposite of the Bible, to be honest. Remember, the Most High created those for honor and those for dishonor. So it's in their spirit to do that. So that's why we got to take heed to what's in front of us to change our mindset, because when we see the sister like that and what she was saying, that's that evil communication, corrupt good manners, and also what a man thinks, so is he. Where the system got her to the point where she thinks she's white, but she's black. That's Right as there. Like it's right in front of your face. You get what I'm saying? Go back to the videos. About to make a closing. But I want to play a couple more videos. Play that Secret Hate. It's right down at the bottom. Go over to the right.
Oh, they made a meme of that girl and put her like on with an Uncle Ruckus eye and all that. That thing's
Crazy.
hilarious.
Play that.
Get these fucking monkey niggers out of here and you can't do shit. That's me talking shit. 3602 Gramercy Way, that's where I live. Come fucking see.
Bro, the whole neighborhood showed up on it.
The volume went out, huh?
He said, "Come see me." All right.
So
they pulled up.
I showed that to show you that your next door neighbor may look cool, may feel cool, may act cool, but right when they're behind the walls or right when they don't think someone's going to see their true colors, that thing comes out. That rust starts to show. That's why I said don't trust your enemies. Just because they control everything now doesn't mean you can trust them, because that rust will show through, like we just saw there. He didn't think that this was going to be exposed at all. Go back to the videos. Two more videos. Let's go to, now we're about to go in transition since that video didn't play. Let's get the white apologies to the real Jews.
Saying you're a Jew. That's right. But you don't come from Judah. That's right. And you know that the
Stop
real
that.
Jew-
Go back out. What the other one? Go back out. Bear with me. That one. The white confesses we are the. Not that one. With the white, the beard. Yeah.
So I'm here to profess. Black people, you are Israelites. You are the chosen ones. You are a prestigious people. Your history is in the Bible.
And so many people are blinded to the scriptures, blinded to historical truth, and they're led by their heartstrings, but it's not actually fact. One of those things, again, that people have been led for so many years is thinking that the Ashkenazi are in fact descendants of Shem, and we've discovered that the Ashkenazi are in fact the synagogue.
Some of the stuff he says, and I'm not dwelling on that. It's the point that the truth that's coming back up through the surface is letting us know that, y'all the real Jews. This is powerful. But yet our people still is going to look at it and be like, nah, that can't be me. Hey, that video, are y'all able to play that y'all have on Telegram? All right. I wanted to get this before we close too. One more video after that and a precept. I wanted to get this to show you, Officer Benson, what you said. But this is the system that we're in that blinds everything. That's lying, that's hiding, that's doing what they need to keep everything under control. Play that.
I don't know who needs to hear this today, but white men in the United States only make up 36% of the population, yet they accommodate for 82% of all serial killers, 81% of all mass public school shootings, 69.5% of all convicted perpetrators in domestic violence cases, and 59.5% of all convicted child sex offenders. Also, 42% of households receiving SNAP benefits, being the majority, are, guess again, white. Okay, bye.
So, go ahead. Go back to the videos. Go ahead, Benson.
It's funny. She mentioned that last part about the SNAP benefits, right? Because you see our people, using food stamps, SNAP, whatever. They go out, they do their shopping or whatever, but the white people who do that, they like to do it at night. I noticed that when I was back in Alabama. Like, I used to go to Walmart late at night. Wow. They'll be in there with their SNAP card, their EBT card. They didn't want to be seen because they trying to uphold that image that they have.
I want no one to see me use this card.
Exactly.
They probably try to wrap it or put a layer on it, make it look like a Visa.
Make it look like a fancy credit card.
No, their asses. Like hey, play that white guy admits up in the top right corner. A couple more presets, we're done.
Hey, so breaking news. White people ain't shit. Yeah. Just kind of felt like saying that. I mean, what do you really say after that? There's nothing to follow up. White people ain't shit. But it's true, though, if you think about it. Like, what group of people is more racist than us, more hateful than us? What group of people do you know that started over 100 plus race massacres and have stripped everything from other groups of people of color, black people, however you want to categorize, and never pay it back? Ever. I mean, take everything they own, properties, businesses, family. Use their like, lynch them and do unspeakable acts to them. Use their skin for shoes and wallets and belts and hats. Use their teeth to, to replace ours. Use their hair to stuff chairs and shit. Or take pictures of these lynchings and put them on postcards and send them across states or the U.S. to your family and friends as a way to joke and shit. Like, I just made me sick, dude. I hate us. I do. I really hate us. I mean, just strip everything and not pay it back. And be so hateful and so spiteful to the point that we put literature in contracts, especially with these insurance companies, that will prevent us from having to pay these people back as long as we call them riots, not massacres. Like, there's nobody more hateful than us. Take. A little bit of violence, a lot of bit of violence sprinkled in. Take some more. Whether that's people's fucking property or people's inventions. White people love taking credit for shit they never invented, but a brother or sister did. And we pay nothing back. Or you one of the cool ones, so to speak. And you take from the culture, and you don't contribute nothing back. You're no different. You're no fucking different. Or the ones that get mad when people call white people out as a whole, like you get triggered or something. And you feel like you got to defend the white race. Put your white knight suit on and shit. Like, maybe you should take inventory on what it is that makes you feel like you got to take up for white folk when people speak on us as a whole. What have you done? What have you said? Why do you feel guilty? Why do you feel like you're targeted in this? Why is it someone like me can sit here and join in on conversations against white people and not feel offended one fucking bit, but people like you do feel offended? I don't know. Maybe because you did some shit and I ain't. I'm just saying. Hey.
So I had to play that to show you that everything that he said is what we talked about today. And he's just pretty much admitting and how disgusting he is with it. But we still got those proud ones walking around like everything's good. And then we got the Jasons of our own people that is taking side, and they forgot the whole reason why they're in existence today. They lost that power. They lost the power of their true identity, and they're taking on an identity that makes them weak, that makes their goal weak. Give me Psalms 82. But I'm here to let you brothers and sisters know everything that is in the system today, everything that's designed today is for our destruction. The only thing that's going to keep us safe is this Bible. Read that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 82 and verse 6.
Uh-huh.
I have said, ye are gods.
My brothers, you are gods. Black, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are gods. My sisters, you are princesses of the Most High God. We lost our way through this system that we're in, through the hate that they have towards us. And we got lost in everything that they was giving us, the gifts and all this stuff, blinding us. But we're here to let you know that it's something way bigger than what you see on this earth. Read that part again.
I have said, ye are gods.
Read.
And all of you are the children of...
You Black, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are the children of the Most High God. Read.
Are children of the Most High.
Read.
But ye shall die like men.
But we're going to die like men. We're going to die in this system. Though hand join hand, we're not going to get salvation if our hands continue to join hand with the nation that hates us. We will die like men. Read.
But ye shall die like men, and fall like one of the princes.
So we got to understand that hate that is against us is causing us to hate ourselves. But we need to rise back up. And how are we going to do that? How are we going to rise back up? How are we going to get back to who we are? What do we need to do? What do we need to do to rise back up? That's what we got to understand. Give me Revelations 18. This is what we got to do. We got to come out of that system. We got to come out of the things that are set against us. We got to turn our ears away from something, the generational curse that's been upon us all these years, and come back to God and what he said about us. Read.
The book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her.
Come out of her.
My people.
My people. That people, his people are the Israelites. He said, come out of her. Read.
That ye be not partakers of her sins.
So we won't be partakers of America in the sins of this world.
Her system.
The system that's set up, that hatred that got to the point where it got everything against us. Everything is literally against us. But the only way we're going to get out and be able to see what we're in is when we come out of her. Is that it?
And that you receive not of her plague.
So you won't receive the plague. So you won't receive the stuff that comes behind it. Guess what? Nothing comes good behind this system. Nothing comes good behind religion. Everything that's designed, nothing comes good behind it but destruction. So we got to remember, we got to take off American customs and put on our Israelite customs. And that's coming back to God's laws, statutes, and commandments. You got anything else?
No, sir. All praises.
That's pretty much it.
Some
right
good
there.
Stuff,
they
man.
hate
Some
us.
Good stuff.
But we will not allow that hate to continue to eat us alive.
Right.
So let's come back to the word of God. Let's come back to following and applying it. Let go of the old ways and coming back to who we really are and applying the scriptures according to God, not according to man.
That's it. That's all praises, man. All praises. If you enjoyed tonight's topic, tonight's show, put some flames on the comments, man. You know what to do. All right, put some flames on the comments. I know it was a long night, but there was a lot of history, a lot of things that had to be said so that we can understand and remember our place in this earth and remember our job. We must prophesy the truth. We must enlighten our people that they may return unto the Lord with confidence and full power to get this kingdom, man. All right? So, hey, man, give me the go back to the IT. Come on, man. You skipping a step, man. What's wrong with you, son?
We don't do that one anymore.
Oh, we don't do that one anymore? Oh, word? I didn't know about it, bro. I feel like there's a part of me missing, bro.
Emails probably
when I don't do that. Can I still get on IT?
It's being revamped.
Okay.
So it's coming back, but it's just being revamped.
All praises, man. So listen, y'all, donate to the Booster Club. Go ahead and put that up. Donate to the Booster Club. As you know, we got so many missions, man, that we have set to do because the Lord had commanded us to go out to every single part of this earth that we could reach through the power of the Lord and teach our people. The scriptures say in Proverbs, I think it's 25:25, that the word of the Lord from a far country is like a cold glass of water to a thirsty soul.
That's it.
Understand that. So scan the QR code. Anything helps. All right. You could also text to give and help us, man. Help us reach the prophets. Help the prophets be able to sustain themselves as they're out there. You know, the lodging and everything else. That all costs money. But as y'all know, everything that we do, we display and show y'all so we can show you the fruit of what we do into the spirit. All right, go ahead. Yo, and as you know, man, we got Instagram, we got TikTok, we got YouTube, we got all the different platforms that you could check us out on. All right, we constantly uploading different things. You know, any questions that you guys may have, y'all can hit us up on there. On our YouTube channel, we got camp videos coming out, man, because we in the midst of continuous days of camp. You know how it is, man. We out there prophesying the word of the Lord. We're telling the people to grow their confidence because we know that some of them sleep. We know that some of them is still stuck in the system that we just exposed today. So as we go out and teach, we're bringing them back to the word of the Lord. So make sure y'all follow us on these different platforms, all right? You got something, Benson?
Y'all got the logo covering up the YouTube QR code, man. Get the spirit in the booth.
Damn.
Take down the logo so they can scan the YouTube QR code.
Damn, son. Yeah, man. Scan that QR code for the YouTube. Like I said, we got a lot of videos coming out.
Hey, the sis says not long enough. Keep going. We're off tomorrow. Hey, trust me, I wanted to because there's a lot that I had to cut out.
Oh,
I was just trying to do plus like that. You know, that's Deke's territory.
Plus.
But yeah, all praises to the Most High.
Go ahead. No, that's it, yo. Hey, man. So, any closing words?
Hey, man. No closing words. Hey, just take heed, man. Hey,
All
one
praise.
thing about our people, we like to talk, but we don't walk the walk. So
Facts.
I always tell people when they say a good class, I'm like, it's only good if you apply it.
That's facts. That's facts.
it.
Hey, so with that, we
say shalom.
Shalom.
This for the Southern Kingdom, Kwam Yasharallah.
Hey, one nation, one nation.
This for the Northern Kingdom, Viva la Raza.
We one nation, one nation.
This for the Southern Kingdom, Kwam Yasharallah.
Hey, one nation, one nation.
This for the Northern Kingdom, Viva la Raza.
We one nation, one nation.
It wouldn't be Israel without Mexicans. Black love, brown pride, cause we next to kin. We ain't gotta tell Esau to let's be friends, cause we above all nations and we better than them. We the salt of